That door?
No, it's open.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if I closed it all the way or not.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Good evening. Welcome to episode 38 of the Fantasy Guys podcast under Oz Media. Today we have another full house in the building. We got a couple of familiar faces, and then we got a new face in the building today. I'm going to start off with the familiar ones. Obviously, everybody knows Big Bro Moti is in the building today. Co-host of the show, that is. Abee Abraham. I mean, I think we're gonna switch the show, like I said, from the Abee and Billy show from the Fantasy Guys to Abee and Billy show. Abee is back in the building today. Billy will be here a little bit late, and our guest for today is Mohamed, representing Qamariya Coffee. Got the hat on. He even brought us some coffee. That's our real special guest of today. Is also this coffee and cheesecake that he brought with him from Qamariya. You know, we can see the Qamariya brand in the front right here. Abee's trying to fix that up. But
take care of my boy.
There you go. It's gonna be right there. It probably ain't gonna keep moving.
We all try.
Yeah, it's messing with us. But with that said, we appreciate Mohamed is in the building today. First of all, welcome, Mohamed. Are you ready for this show? I know you say you have a lot to get off your chest. So you ready to get this going?
Yes, sir.
Fresh off of a big win, playoff win yesterday. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. All right, we have a lot of different topics. So first of all, I kind of sent this message earlier because I was thinking about it. I was like, man, there's a lot of things going on. Team Mohamed got the W yesterday. Moti coaches Team Bosch. They're playing each other next week. So if you see some talking going back and forth, that's the reasoning why. And then you got Mohamed and Abee in the building. We had to actually restrain them before the show started. All right, we had to get between them. All right, there's some stuff going on, but I don't know what's going on. But there's definitely some conversation that needs to be happening. I don't know if it's older, younger generation. I don't know what it is.
These young bucks with no respect.
No respect.
I agree with that. No, I agree with that. I was at SummerSlam and I've seen a lot.
I mean,
those are young.
Yeah. How young are we talking, by the way?
That's the question. I mean, if we're gonna just talk about what we have right in front of us, and the difference in age, and me and Hamada, we got 9 years, right? 31. I just turned 40. I got a great analogy for an example. Okay, you got Hamada, and I'm gonna give you a compliment here. Hamada's like LeBron James. Okay, LeBron James just got to that age to where he can start. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Hamada.
Did you want one of these too, or no?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay.
So Hamada got to this age where LeBron James just got to this age to where he can start playing with these older superstars, right? Now, at 35 or 31, entering the 30 and over league, it's like LeBron getting into the league where he can finally play with the Karl Malones and the Michael Jordans, the Scottie Pippens,
right,
the Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomases, the Larry Birds, the Magic Johnsons.
Oh, yeah.
But LeBron being at such a young age and being great, you're playing these guys at the current age that they're at now, a lot older. So now you're coming at a lot of these guys in this chat, calling a lot of people out because, you're the new young buck. And these young bucks in here are playing tough. They got a lot more energy. You put LeBron on the court right now with Michael Jordan, LeBron might have that edge. He's a little younger, fresh off the courts, fresh out the NBA. But don't ever take away what Michael Jordan did when he was playing at your age.
Before you continue, take a sip of this coffee. You're gonna completely forget about everything.
Hey, Abee, all the negativity I had in my mind, it went away.
I'm afraid to do that. You guys
I'm trying to butter up the other
I went to his soft opening and I had a cup of the coffee. And I was so blown away. I really was.
Very good.
That I'll personally admit right now, I haven't been back. I'm afraid to get hooked.
Yeah.
Like, I have somewhat of an addictive personality.
Yeah.
And I already know if I take a drink of that coffee, I'm not going to be able to say what I want to say to him right now. So I'm going to hold off just a little bit.
Let me talk about the point he just said. So.
Okay. Go ahead, Billy. Come on in, Billy. Come on in. Oh, we have a
ticket.
Who's in the building with us today?
My brother is gonna come watch.
All right, he doesn't want to be on the show?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, you're more than welcome to grab yourself a seat.
What up?
And we have the extra coffee for you too, by the way.
What up, Jeff?
We have the extra coffee for you.
Mashallah.
If you want to give your brother-in-law
This is the only
some
assist he's made all season.
I got a comment about that too.
with the one-liners. So if you want that, I mean that's how Hamada. But go ahead, Hamada. What were you saying?
I was saying, look,
Yeah.
I played in the 18 and younger, or 18 and older, and they're fast. But the 30 and older, they're much wiser. It's been tougher playing in the 30 and older than it's been with the 18 and older.
Yeah, young.
So I'm not
black.
coming in thinking that these guys are older, we're faster, we're better, they're much smarter. They're still athletic, a lot of them, and the fact that their IQ is so much higher than the 18 and older makes it harder.
Well,
It
you know,
does.
I'm gonna hurt some feelings right now. I don't know how many people we got watching right now, but I'm gonna hurt some feelings because this is on tape.
Yeah.
Hurt him.
You know, they
Hurt
say-
him. I want you to hurt him.
They
today.
say put it on tape.
I want you
I'm
to hurt
gonna put
him.
it on tape. Hamada, you're impressively putting up over 20 points a game.
Yeah, 23.
Rumors are you're a bad captain and selfishly picked a bunch of yes men so you can take 40 shots a game and nobody will complain. Some people say you drafted people out of place to benefit you and your numbers. That you're not here to win a championship, you're here to win a scoring title and a popularity vote. I'm just telling you what people have said. I'm the voice for the voiceless right now. That's why I'm in the chat. Oh no, you see, I'm not in this league, but they put me in the chat.
For sure.
I got a quick question. Who gets more shots than Dr. Haddad or Hamada?
And I'm telling you, Dr. Haddad's been practicing for 50 years.
Let me tell you.
He's been practicing
all about
for, he's been practicing 50 years, and Hamad is close.
I'll tell you about that.
But hold on. So what we were getting to is you got to understand, this 30 and over league is a little bit of a,
It's 90% 35 and older.
well, that's what I was getting to, but I was going to say it's a little bit more competitive. Think of the first round. Think about your captains from the 35 and over. Outside of Sufi, who's in this league, Fujo, get better soon, Fujo, or change your work.
Allah Yashfik, baby.
Allah Yashfik, you know, change your work schedule too. I just saw your message. You're out for 2 months. We need you for the 35 and over.
When does that start?
Inshallah September.
Okay.
Inshallah September. I think from what I hear, there's going to be some big changes. I can't announce exactly what they are, but I feel like there's going to be some big changes. We got to get some big names in there. We got some guys in the 35 and over league that proved themselves, or the 30 and over league that is 35 and over, that I think deserve to play. Bring Romeo in. I think Nader from your team deserves to be in. Ahmed Shamander has proven himself to be a
Big ups to Ahmed Shamander.
a good player. I think there's
Very competitive.
I think Omar Zaban's a little too young.
Joe Bazzi.
Baller.
No, is he 35?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
36, but he's not allowed to go in that league until he's 40.
I mean, like I said,
He got the boss role applied to him.
Yeah, pretty much.
He has the boss role.
You guys are punishing
Mashallah-
him for being in shape?
Mashallah, when you're that, yeah, pretty much. I mean,
AB, when you're playing basketball or in any league, I mean, don't you want it to be competitive?
100%. I am so upset that this league was Tuesday.
I can see you better.
I wish
No,
it
no,
was.
let me
I
give
would love to
props.
play. No, I would love to play with these guys. But what I want to let you know though is you're dominating the league that is 90% 35 and over, and it's mid-second, late second to 6th rounders of the 35 and over league. You young cats have just replaced us captains and us top people. I'm sorry if I'm hurting anybody's feelings. Just being honest. You know, that's who you guys replaced. Now, yeah, you're balling out, Hamada. It would be a shame if you weren't. What about your teammate, Mo
don't-
Bricks?
Why don't you go back to your question? Let him answer.
Can I answer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I went to the draft.
I want to hear this.
I didn't know nobody in the draft, to be honest.
You've only known him since
I
third
bet-
grade.
Yeah, I
Keep
I
going.
didn't know the older guys.
Hey,
so
I got a
remember
person to tell
someone.
He's only known him since the third grade. I don't know anybody. He's only
No.
known him since
I'm
Line
talking
Elementary
about
School.
the 35 and over.
I mean, I've been gone from the South End 20 years. I didn't know anybody, but go ahead.
So I had the number 1 pick. I picked Mo.
Mo
and then-
Bricks, shout out Mo Bricks.
Did you see yesterday's
What
game?
does the brick stand for?
Oh, he can't hit a shot.
Okay, just want to make
No,
sure.
he was hitting it last
Like,
night.
he's been
You see,
alive,
hey,
I think.
I hear he's a great defensive player. I heard he's
Did you watch yesterday's game?
Those bricks and
AB.
it's a wall.
AD, did you watch yesterday's game?
I did not get a chance.
you see him?
I started the beginning of the game. I saw you hitting free throws.
No.
I saw Redwan, my guy. Redwan Al-Hajj is my guy. But man, I just saw pick after pick after pick. Man, I can see why some injuries happen if the people are playing against Hamada's team. Like you got, there's
Part of
nothing
the
wrong.
games.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. But pick after pick. God forbid one of them shoot the ball though.
They take more picks than the Kardashian family.
Let me tell you this, AB. When I drafted Mo, the number 1 overall pick, I didn't draft him for the regular season. Everybody knows Mo's a dog in the big moments. And so if you watch yesterday's game,
What do
he
you
led
finish-
us.
What do you finish with?
He led us. Yesterday he had like 19, 8 rebounds, 4 steals.
So basically, he's the opposite of Manoa.
He scored 11 straight.
Shows up in the big moments.
Yeah, he's
He's
the
opposite
big
of
moment
Manoa.
guy. You know Jimmy Buckets, playoff Rondo.
Yeah,
that type
how
of
could
kid.
you say that though? Because they had a couple of regular season games that I feel like were big moments. And he
regular
went,
season
he went
don't count.
like Why?
He's
Why?
made for playoffs.
Playoffs matter.
I can't stand that saying.
Everybody makes a playoff.
OT. Let's be real. Does the regular season really not count in these leagues? Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, it doesn't count if anybody making the playoffs.
It doesn't count. So
Every
there's-
team is making the playoffs. So
The way you
to be
count
honest
that.
with you, it's-
So,
it
so,
doesn't
so
count.
why are we playing the regular season then?
just to
No,
get cardio
Why we
in.
keep come on? Why
Seeding.
Cohesiveness.
I was gonna
Cohesiveness.
say, if it don't count, listen, here's my thing.
counts for
If
seeding.
winning's not important, why we keeping score? If the regular season ain't important,
I'm
why
not
we
saying it's
keep-
not
Are you
important.
saying don't
No,
have
no, no,
playoffs?
no. I didn't say
Are
what's
you saying
important.
not everybody make the playoffs?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I can't stand everybody using as an excuse to when they suck.
Oh, okay.
Okay, when
I'm not saying
what do you
when
mean, what
they
do you mean?
suck, that it's only the regular season. Regular season.
Yeah,
don't
I hate
count.
that too. I hate
There's
that
plenty.
too.
That's what I was trying to get.
This
to.
is by
So
AB.
what do you mean the regular season don't
Listen.
count?
This is what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, he played in the regular season. Mo played hard. I'm just saying, certain people, they just rise.
To the occasion.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he's right.
So
Hey.
I knew the whole season. Once playoffs start, Mo's gonna be probably the MVP of the play. I know. I played with him in big games, high school,
Okay.
Billy.
basketball team, summer slams, all of that.
So you
Some
got-
people just
so-
rise to different levels.
So
when it comes to the playoffs.
yesterday he was the MVP.
He was the best player on the court.
against a bunch of 35 and overs outside of Manoa. Because Manoa is the only
I
one
don't know
that's
the
not
age of the-
35, right?
no, there was people-
Manoa's whole team was 35 and over.
No.
It's pretty much Sufi drafted that team, and Sufi decided he didn't want to show up and play anyhow. You must have scared Sufi off.
All right.
I don't think so.
Before we continue, I do want to do a couple things.
Yeah.
Before we do that, because there's comments, and then I do want to give the shout out, of course, to our sponsors, because we got to give them the shout outs, because that's what it's all about.
Is it-
All right, so first of all, the first sponsor, a couple sponsors that we have for today is the Balkan House, Give to Gain, and BC Adhesives. Starting off with the Balkan House Restaurant. Location 3028 Kniff Street, Hamtramck, Michigan. Famous for their doner kebab sandwich. They serve breakfast. All their food is halal. Service is A1. Always giving back to the community. Shout out to Juma. Shout out to Hassan. Again, their location is 3028 Kniff Street, Hamtramck, Michigan. They also have a Ferndale location, 314 West 9 Mile Road, Ferndale, Michigan. Their number 313-262-6234. That is the Balkan House. We'll get into Give to Gain and BC Adhesives. Of course, we want to give a shout out to Qamaria for all this great drinks,
Amazing.
and cheesecakes,
Sure.
and
Amazing coffee.
We appreciate
Mashallah.
them as well. They're sponsoring pretty much this show as well. We have Mohamed in the building. So we got comments. I do want to give respect to the people that are watching. Cal Trey, Choop, best show on Wednesday night, aka Prime Time. We missed y'all Pistons making move this all season. They are. We're going to talk about the Pistons later on. Nadir said very nice. Khalid said, AB, you looking clean. Abu Methek Yemen, I'm sure you know who that is, because he said, Hamada in the
Hatem,
house.
Hatem.
The Hatem, shout out to Hatem.
Hatem.
Appreciate Hatem. We had a great time on the show with him and everyone else, other coffee places in the building. Older generation just can't admit, young ones are taking over with style.
No,
said
my God.
Hatem. Cal
Young guys
Trey-
can't play that low.
We said,
Young guys can't play that
We
low.
paved the road for you guys.
Who's denying that?
Let me
You guys got
just-
younger brothers or no?
Say, I got my younger
You got
brother.
younger brothers?
Oh, he
I
doesn't
got,
shoot.
I got two younger brothers, but they're not that young. I got a 39-year-old brother and I got a 36-year-old brother.
So you never wanted to see him shine?
Oh, I always wanted to see
more
him
than
shine.
you?
No, 1,000% more than
Okay.
me. 100% more than me. But the fact of the matter is, he's not going to sit there and tell you that I shined not because of you, though. You weren't the one that put me in the position to
Who's
shine.
denying
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Who's denying that? I don't think
know.
nobody's denying that.
When did I ever deny
You
that?
young cats don't show
If you
no
ask
respect.
Hey,
They
young
don't
kids
show-
can't play that low.
You
They
know what
don't
it
show
is?
no respect to
You know
this
what it
older
is?
legend.
We're going to get into that. All right, I'm going to definitely share my opinion. Hussein AD31 said, oh yeah, baby. And then Abu Hatem said, Hamada was Edsel varsity MVP player. You guys must have forgot. Nadir said, best captain in the league.
Okay, that's my team.
Yes.
I just remember the Salina school quarterback. That's it.
And then Hussein Ba'dani said, yo, put Mufid in the 35 and up league.
Oh,
What's up
please,
with that?
please,
What's
please.
up? Where's the scandal on that?
Well,
Mufid,
that's- well-
not under 35 and older league. That's a travesty.
Hold on. I thought you were part of the commission.
I got pulled in the commission.
You got pulled.
I got pulled.
And you couldn't get Mofid in there?
I can.
He's a
Mofid's a
Southend
legend.
I'm
He's
like
a legend.
He's
I'm
an
like
Akron
I'm
legend.
like Don Cheech. You gotta wet my beak, Mufid.
Hello.
Wet the beak a little bit.
Sanhan Salah said, I have a question
Sonny.
for Sonny. Did
Sonny.
Sonny beat you one-on-one? That's what
Sonny,
Sonny's
cap.
asking.
My cap.
Did Sonny beat
Sonny,
you one-on-one?
AB's hey, Sonny is actually AB's captain.
He is
and he
100%.
averaged more points than AB and did better than AB in the league.
Yes, he did. It was because of my 2-point game. I had a 2-point game this year as a captain. It's my team should have won the game. We lost in overtime. We
Shouts-
lost to the best
shouts
team,
out to Sonny.
7-1. Sonny, you were a dog. I should have listened to you during the draft. I was just listening to.
What did he tell you to do in the draft?
He said I needed to get a big.
Who'd you get instead of that?
What are you talking about?
Who'd
Oh,
you
no,
pick?
we're talking about the later rounds. Oh, I'm not going to call my guy out that I picked. That Sufi thinks he picked for me. I really thought that him and I had some good chemistry together, but he had some of that shooting fever that, you know, he just wanted to get his 20 minutes.
Why are you pointing at me when you're doing that?
Because you shoot. Okay,
Well, I'm a shooter. Shooters shoot.
Yeah, but I mean...
Sonny, did he beat you 1-on-1? Yes or no?
Yes.
He did. And then Hussein Ba'dani is a GOAT, said Sonny as well. And then Yusuf, my brother, mentioned DeJounte Murray, who just got traded. I don't know if you guys
Baller.
seen
So
that
did
or
Alec
not.
Burks.
Yeah,
The
the
Pistons.
Pistons. DeJounte Murray went to Atlanta. We'll talk about that later.
By the way, I beat Sonny after that 2 times. You know when you play somebody, you don't take it serious, and they beat you, and they tell everybody, look like I say.
So then you had to go
And
ahead
when we
and straighten
rematched,
out.
I smacked him
Hold
twice.
on, but you lost to Sonny.
Yeah, I lost
I'm
one.
going to have to say this, Sonny.
So did Abee.
I am so sorry. I never lost Sonny.
Yeah, you did. During the season,
Sonny,
he took over your team. You
Sonny,
lost.
I'm sorry. Sonny, I'm so sorry to bring this up. We used to play at Riverside, and Sonny started yapping off one time, and it's on video somewhere. Sonny, I'll pull the video up, and I'll find it. I don't know where it's at, but I'll find it. Yeah, I think I spanked Sonny 12-3.
Yeah, I spanked him a couple.
No, but he beat you.
Is
Yeah,
this
but I had
Sonny?
to
Is this
spank him
Sonny?
after.
That's hilarious.
That Sonny hit the game tying 3 to send them to
Yeah.
the championship.
That's Sonny right there.
And that shot, I was a captain the next season, and I got the 7th pick, which was the last pick. I had back-to-back picks.
By the way, they gave us the last picks.
And
new
Sonny,
captain.
yes, yeah, and Sonny was my number 1 pick, and I didn't listen to him. He wanted me to draft a big, and I didn't do it.
Second
Who'd you take? Who'd you
drafted
take?
Sonny in
Did
the
you take
first?
Hussein Shafan instead of Big?
Hey,
You drafted him in the first, Sonny?
Sonny is my first round pick. Me and Sonny,
Shaffer.
we play good together,
I say
but
Shafford. Oh, I know.
Yeah, he said, "Give me my
Must
20
be
minutes."
devoid
and
of
my
a lot
shots
of
and I'm good."
talent.
Hussein AD just said this guy's hated on Hamada. Then Nader said we set screens, but we don't hurt no one. And then second Nader,
AB making a lot of accusations.
Yeah,
AB.
Hamada is a
Damn.
great captain, so you got another person giving you a
Who's
shot.
Who's my
out.
players, man?
you gotta remember, I'm the voice for the voiceless.
Who's the voiceless?
My
My
phone has
teammates?
been blowing up since he announced that I was going to be
Hey.
on this podcast.
Wow.
So people
Hey.
trying to make sure
People
that
are
you
coming
speak
to ask
for
me.
them.
I'm
Yeah.
not. It's people from the other teams that are saying Hamad. My teammates are happy.
Can I give you guys my
True.
2 cents?
Nader and Nader both
Can I
saying.
give you guys my
Hamada is
opinion
great
about
captain.
Hamada?
Omar, one of those Naders.
I have an opinion
One of those
too. I'm
Naders,
waiting for my turn.
as soon as he's eliminated, one of those
conflict
Naders will
of
come out and
interest for you.
speak the truth.
Alright, so basically what we're talking about is the L.O.L. League. We kind of mentioned quickly, but you guys know better than I do because I'm not too up to date. So we got, Team Hamada, we got Team Bosch. Who's the other 2 teams that are
Hussein
in there?
Ba'dani and Kamal.
Hussein Ba'dani and Kamal.
I'm actually the assistant coach for Kamal's team. Great team victory last night.
Shout out to Asri.
Amazing. Shout out to Asri, the brains, and just the overall great team. Big acquisition of Mo Mary. He played his heart out. He played amazing. Big
Great
props
trade.
to Mo Mary.
Great trade to
Big
get him.
props to Mo Mary.
Moti, what are your overall thoughts on what's going on? How the league is looking? Is your team the favorite to win it all? Talk to me, Moti.
Listen, man, this is a very competitive league. I mean, Billy Buckets just mentioned the 4 last teams in it, and every team to me has a guy. When we talk about guys, every
Yeah.
team has a guy. Every single team has a
Is
guy.
Hamada the guy on his team?
100%.
100%. All right.
Hamada's a
We wanna
baller,
make sure-
man.
we wanna make sure we make that
We
clear.
joke around with him, but he can play. He's
100%.
mashallah alayh. He's great.
I'm the type where I sit on the sideline. I like to watch games and stuff, and Hamada's a baller. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? No doubt about that. But are we the best team in the league?
Yes.
Are we
Defending
the favorites?
champs. Defending
Are we the
champs.
favorites? I don't think we're the favorites.
Who's the favorite?
I personally think Team Camel's the favorites to win it.
Who's the dog on that team?
Camel.
Camel.
Yeah.
By the way, Camel. I heard you guys talking about. who was
Kamal
the
is an
South
unselfish Hamada.
Yeah, you guys talking about South Enders. Who was the best? He was number 1.
100%.
Growing up, he was the best of the best of the
I'm
best.
30. I'm 34, about to turn 35. I grew up on Camel.
Yeah, me too.
Like, you know what I'm saying? The Camel used to come to Hamtramck, and I used to always think that I'm the guy for Hamtramck. You know what I'm saying? And when Camel came, humbled me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real because he was taller, he was big, he was more athletic, more about the game.
not even
I think
IQ.
I think he played for Henry Ford. If I
Yeah.
remember.
Yes.
Yeah, so he played for Henry Ford. So I remember seeing Camel like, yo, he's a dog. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I remember seeing Obed, thinking the same thing, like Obed's a dog. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, as far as the league, man, but
That's another story.
we're playing Hamada's team next week. Everybody talk about shooting and he picked up guys, our yes men. Let me tell you something about his team. No. I'm gonna keep it real about his team. We played him in the regular season. All right. They play hard, Amar.
Yeah, they're not scared. They're fearless.
I would rather play with guys like that than pick up guys that think they the shit.
Is he leaving?
No.
Hold
They
on.
started the game 5-on-3.
They were up
Hold on.
5 with 4 minutes and
Hold
up 5.
on. You guys are missing.
Wait,
All right,
guys.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen, those guys play hard, yeah, Billy.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm talking about hard. Like they probably have a game plan, and they're all with the game plan.
Who's the
They
heart and
don't go
soul
off
of
the
their
game
team? Who's the
plan.
heart and soul of their team?
I mean, and I
Another one to hug.
No,
He's
the heart and soul of
I
the team is
disagree.
Munir Al-Hadi. Munir Al-Hadi is a dog. Munir Al-Hadi is
But that's
vicious.
what you got. You got.
Munir Al-Hadi
you got two
is a
guys.
freaking
Nah,
animal.
and I agree with that. I agree with that.
Except
me,
the rule.
me,
Not because I had him
Heart and
early.
soul-
I know him.
Heart and Soul is the guy that plays in both ends, and like I said, I'm gonna give it to this guy. So
He just plays in one end. Come on, man.
he plays both.
You said both ends.
He plays both ends. So with that being said, our team is healthy. Our team is finally complete.
Mhm.
Our team played with each other before for a long time. You guys gotta remember, we're defending champs, and to my knowledge, the guys have been playing a lot together throughout the years.
Coach.
So as far as experience, we have it.
Coach.
And as far as coaching, we have the
I know you got Phil Jackson.
We have
Can I
the
tell you something
advantage.
though?
Hey, but let
Can
me
I
tell
tell
you
you
about
something?
Hag. I love the guy. The
Okay.
coach, your coach.
Adil, shout out to Adil.
So much energy.
Can I
so
tell
much
you something,
energy.
Coach?
Hold on.
He's the heart of the team.
Hey, so much energy that he don't have to know X and O's. He don't have to do nothing. His energy alone will get those guys going.
Can I tell you something, Coach? You know what's gonna lead to you know what's gonna lead to your team's demise?
Trophy after trophy.
You know what's gonna lead to your team's demise? The ego.
No.
You got too many egos on that.
Crazy.
I'm telling you.
Not
Not everybody.
No.
I'm telling you.
Wait.
Who? Mr. Triple
You heard
Single?
me. You heard me.
Mr. Triple Single,
It don't
Faris?
matter.
Hey,
He does his
hey,
job.
hey, who's the hardest soul on our team? Who you guys think is the hardest soul on our team?
Ferris.
Fierce.
Thank you. He is.
I already know. I play with him all the time.
He is.
Well, Hamed and Faz had a nice conversation
Yeah,
before the show started.
Come on, man.
You know what's going on with that?
Come on,
You wanna
man.
tell us a little
He's
bit?
hyping us
Hey,
up.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Faris plays harder than Hamada.
You guys are gonna lose
Faris
because
plays
of
harder than
Faris.
Hamada.
How?
Hamada is more gifted offensively, but in regards to playing harder,
Just
who
'cause
wants
I
to win
scored
more?
doesn't
Faris
mean-
wants to win more.
Listen.
I'm telling him anytime.
How? How? We beat him when we played him.
Yeah, how
You
can
beat
you say
him.
that?
There's
was
a lot of
5-on-3.
tangibles. A lot of tangibles
They
there.
were up 6
Yeah, but
with 5 minutes.
There was a lot of tangibles.
For the
When
first
you
minute.
when you got Bosch
For the
walking
first
in,
minute.
stretching with his little mustache,
Bosch was wearing his golf
he was-
shirt.
He wasn't even trying.
Hold
I'm
on.
just saying, you said Faris.
Time out. Hold on, let's real
Are we doing a full time out? 30
We're
seconds.
doing a 30-second because I thought the regular season don't count.
I'm just saying, we trying to win.
Okay, I'm just saying I thought regular season.
No,
don't
I
count.
just was making the point that Mo brings it up a notch. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Playoff Mo. That's why I drafted him.
Fadis is just the heart and soul of that team, and
Hey, and also, AB.
He's like Draymond, triple single.
No, he is Draymond on our team. But there's nobody in this league can check Bosch. Nobody.
and
Gotta double him. Gotta double him.
So-
Double him,
Leave
guys.
Faris
Make
open.
shots.
Is that really the game plan?
Oh, 100. I say it live. I say it.
That was
so
the game
their
plan
team
last
can
night,
hear it.
too. That was the game plan last
Leave
night, too.
Faris open. Double
Listen,
bounce,
you
double
can
owl. Leave.
You can double team, triple team that man. You're not gonna stop.
I mean, you can
Well,
try to
of
just
course,
hold
Not
your
only
point.
that, they don't have nobody on that team.
Over
that-
5'8".
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They don't have nobody on that team that even if you double team, he would.
They got the 7 dwarfs, but they don't got Snow White.
We got the dog.
Well, it's not even that. I like that. That's not even that. I think that some of these guys with their size just got to learn how to play with their size. You got a guy like L.O.L, even Nader.
No, but they play hard.
Lanier.
No, hear me out. I'm not saying they don't play hard. Listen, no, hear me out. And again, everybody loves when I use myself as an example. I had no big. I had to dog down and go 44 minutes with Bill Farhat.
He's done it before.
I'm just saying though, it's not an easy feat.
Tough cover.
It's not an easy feat. So what happens is a guy like L.O.L, unfortunately, who you have, a guy like Nader, Aleidaroos, mashallah, guy, I didn't realize he was that big. But those two guys, for an example, they're gonna have to play big on a guy like Guyz. They're just gonna have to play clean, play big. When I played him, I was talking Nine Salama earlier today, my cousin, and I told him, Nader had asked you who's the toughest guy you played against. You said me and Safwan, mashallah. I said, you know what, I played this guy like I was an offensive lineman and he was a defensive lineman.
Yeah, he did.
But that's the truth though. You can't come try to play basketball and try to be light and tippy-toe around the guy. Play clean, but you gotta body your guy up. You got a guy like a Gil, mashallah.
Otherwise, Nader, you guys pay attention.
They gotta box out.
Gotta box
if you
out.
guys want to play the thunder, you guys want to win the game, you want to be fundamental.
Malik Rosen. You got a Malik Rosen.
Box out. If a shot goes up,
You gotta be annoying.
Yeah, but be careful.
You gotta annoy the hell out
Be
of
careful of the guy's knees. Sometimes there's a size mismatch, and things can get dirty. I took out Cousin Sale in the championship game without realizing. I went and boxed him out in the last play.
Allegedly,
half.
without realizing.
No, I went to. You see it on film,
I'm joking, man.
I boxed him out in the last play of the half. He went down.
Yeah.
It's just his knee.
Part of the game.
His
Oh, it was
was
on
out.
it?
Yeah, but you just got to be careful on how you do it. But play fundamentally sound. Yeah, okay, Gil, you're not gonna stop him. Just
Sounds like you're helping us out.
Just try to listen.
Ahmad, he's giving us a
Yeah,
sounds like deep down he's a fan.
Hamada, I've always been with the underdogs. I'm telling you right now, you guys are all playing for second place.
Why
You are.
Why are they the underdogs? Why?
You guys are the defending champs.
Well, okay. We play the
and
regular
you got
season
fighters.
seeds.
We got
play the regular season.
We got players.
They're the seventh seed.
Listen, Vegas just came out with the lines right now. Team Bosch is -4.5, all right, and Team Kemet is -3.5
Just
right now.
4.5.
Just 4.5 because of the head-to-head match.
Bill, I need to refinance my mortgage and I need to put some money down on that 4.5. That's it.
That's it right now.
That's it.
Because of the head-to-head right
A
now.
full healthy squad.
Yes, right now.
And the legend coach Moti. Okay, yalla. Bill, what can I get? How much money can I get out
You
now?
get whatever you want. You got an open line with me, bro.
All right, so let me address the comments right quick because there's a couple of good ones. I think Nadir was the one that commented and said, can we address why did people say that Hamad's team was not going to win a game this season and he needs a public apology? All right, that's what he was saying. I don't know who said.
I think Abee said we're gonna lose first.
I said they were the dark horse. Remember?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
Billy
I
chose against us.
I'm gonna choose against them, and even if they do beat you guys somehow, I'm gonna pick against you in the championship. I'm just gonna pick against you. If I can bring the best out of you, like I did with.
I was gonna say Abee doesn't do it because he's hating. He does it to bring out
I was gonna
the
say that
best.
too. I was like,
His motivation.
Abee low-key likes a player like Hamad. He does.
Deep
I
down,
mean,
deep down.
Deep down.
Listen, if he plays defense, if he's an all-around player,
I'm all around.
if he's a triple-double guy, and that's not just rebounds and points. We're talking about assists or steals or whatever. If you're that type of guy, then yeah, I love that type of player. Because I'm the first guy to go and guard your best player while trying to be the top scorer on my team.
Hamad, what are your thoughts on this whole conversation? Talk to us, Hamad.
I mean, people have been doubting us all season. They made fun of Mo when I picked him up #1 overall. He was the best player yesterday.
Would you have done that again if the season started all
Of
over?
course, no
What do you think he's
brainer.
gonna say, man? They're about to play next week. You think
It's
he's
a
gonna say no?
no-brainer. I want to shout out Coach Adil for sure. He came in, and after he came in, it definitely made a big difference.
He's definitely better coach than he ever was a player.
You guys realize this whole conversation would have been 1,000% different, 1,000,000% different if this guy lost yesterday.
I don't know if he would have showed up today, to be honest with you. I was worried. I ain't gonna lie. I was
No,
hoping.
I don't think he'd pull a Hussein Badani or
Hussein advanced too.
who else left the chat after they got picked on? Mo Bricks. I hope Mo Bricks is watching this. Yeah, Mo Ti.
Oh,
These guys lost one game and they left the chat.
they're both still in the playoffs.
Oh.
But they left the chat.
By the way, Ned, if you do want to call in, there you go. We got a phone call.
Sometimes that chat be too much.
I love the chat.
I left the chat
That's what I
last year
live for.
too.
That's what I live
It's
for.
bumping this year.
That's what
All
I
right,
live for.
who do we have with us right now? Caller.
Side messages, it's ridiculous.
Calling all the way from California.
Hatim, Assalamualaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Hatem. How are you?
Salam, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing well, man. What's going on, man? I know you see these guys on the show right now. What you got to say to them, Hatem?
I see them. I get it. AB has every right to be mad. These young kids are, schooling them.
Schooling us.
Keep doing this and not mentioning the tumble. Not one time have you guys mentioned.
Tumbo's a legend.
I had a personal call from the tumble saying, yo, my name's not being mentioned.
Tell him he has to remind us.
Who's Mutombo, by the way?
Mutombo's a South End legend. South End legend. He grew up with me playing ball.
Believe it or not, I heard about Mutombo over the years. I never met him.
He was the only 15-year-old that looked like he was 45.
I probably did meet him. I don't know about
You gotta remember.
Mutombo is a legend.
Tell Mutombo this for us, because I actually do know exactly what you're talking about.
Hold on. He's
That you play in the 30 and under league.
What did he say?
the 30 and over league. Why didn't he play?
What did he say?
Why didn't Bilal play? What I found is that you were scared.
AB loves this.
He
AB
thinks that
loves
what he said. I was afraid.
Yes.
Afraid of who?
You didn't play.
You think I'm scared? How are you and I best friends and you think I'm afraid? You got scared friends?
This is out of nowhere. This came out of
And
nowhere.
I don't believe him, I'm telling you.
I don't have to owe anybody an explanation of why I didn't play. Billy Buckets plays whenever Bill Buckets feel like he's playing, alright?
Oh,
Hey,
that was a quick one.
Hey, what were you saying though? Hold
I
on,
was
Ashton.
just saying that he shouldn't get mad if he's that forgettable. I'm talking about Matambo. I mean, if he
He's
would-
not forgettable.
Well, then how come nobody?
I just said Camel's number one. That's all I said.
Oh, is that what he's
We're
upset
making
about?
a list.
Oh, we were because we know.
Because last time you guys did it, you did.
Oh, we
Coach
the
Mitchell.
Mount Rushmore.
Well, the thing is, you gotta understand,
Yeah.
Mutombo hasn't played in 10, 15 years, and he stopped playing
we're talking about-
he stopped playing when he was 22.
Best of the best.
You get what I'm
we're
saying?
talking about.
Oh, really?
He stopped playing ball. He hasn't really played. I'm telling you, he was 15. He looked like he was 45. At 22, he was 89.
What'd you say, Hazem?
I'm serious. He had no hair or nothing.
Yes.
You gotta remind us, Mutombo. You gotta remind us, baby.
Is that Matambo?
Hey, by the way, Hatem, are you in Cali right now, making another Qamariya, going on, making some moves with Qamariya or what?
Inshallah, we're expanding, yeah.
Inshallah. Well, again, thank you for, Hamad and everybody.
Hey, shout out to AB. He taught me how to swim, bro. I'll never forget.
That's my guy. I was at Lapeer Pool yesterday, man. Brought back some really, really great memories, man. And if Hamada
Thank you for shouting me out,
If
Hatem.
Hamada keeps talking right now, I'm gonna take him over there and draw him.
Thank you for shouting me out, Hatem.
Hey, by the way, most people don't. Well, everybody that grew up in the South End knows AB and Bilal are like staples of the South End,
Yeah.
legends in the South End.
I appreciate that.
I
We
appreciate that.
definitely appreciate them.
I
Hatem,
appreciate
thank you
that.
again for the phone call. You got any last things you want to say? You still with us, Hatem?
He hung up.
Oh, he's done. He's done. Well, thank you, Hatem, for the
Okay,
phone call.
thank
We
you for
appreciate
that,
it.
Hatem.
Anybody that wants to call, by the way, it's 313-306-1750. 313-306-1750. I got my phone over here with me, so feel free to call. Listen, there's a lot of comments.
Yeah, you can't go through all of
I
them.
can't go through all of them. I'm sorry, guys, because we do want to keep the show flowing and rolling. So,
Omar, can I make one request?
yes.
Just when we win it all, inshallah.
Yes.
I just want AB to apologize to Mo. He calls him Mo Bricks, very disrespectful.
If Mo Bricks can lead you to that championship, I have no problem coming out publicly and apologizing.
What if he plays solid?
Yeah, that's real.
as a
Play
team?
solid.
No. He said if they get a
No,
chance.
well, you're right. Lead him to the championship. I want the
Championship.
But
It's different.
he can't be 4 for 16 shooting
No.
again.
He was the best player on the court yesterday.
Yesterday he went crazy.
Yesterday.
Yesterday he went crazy.
That's yesterday.
I know
Today's
he's gonna be
today and tomorrow's tomorrow. You know?
I know he's going to be good all throughout. I know.
Okay, you know it. I've got faith in your team. You're supposed to. As a captain, you're supposed to. Billy Buckets to tell you, during the season, I had to say a lot of things that I might not have wanted to say about my teammates. Okay? But when the season ends, you can come out and say what you feel. That was your number one pick. You're never going to have another number one pick like Billy Buckets. Billy Buckets was the most dominant number one pick in league history, right or wrong.
I agree.
He came out of nowhere.
I'm a big fan of Billy Buckets.
Big shout out to my captain, Femi.
Dave Farhat was supposed to be the number one over. He was, oh my God, Dave's coming from the 30 and over. He's projected number one, guaranteed, and then all of a sudden here comes Billy Buckets, has a terrible shot. Right though? You'll say it the first
Hey,
one.
the only shot I made is with AB, because remember when I shot the three and I airballed it? I shot a three-pointer, I airballed it, and then all I hear is this guy's voice, "Billy, you're terrible!" And I came back down and hit it. I felt amazing. See, he does that stuff to motivate you.
Yep, Femi picked you up. You can't teach size, and
Yeah.
it is what it is. You might have put too much pressure on him, Hamad. Did you ever think about that?
He played like a
Like,
boss
he gets the
yesterday.
First
made-
overall pick.
He's made for the pressure.
Alright, so with that said, we're going to make some predictions right now for the semifinals, which is next week, Tuesday. What's the times for the games? It's only 2 games.
6 p.m.
No,
6 to
7 and 8.
7 and 8? Oh, prime
7
time.
and 8. Access, you guys want to watch it, it'll be at Access Dearborn from 7 and 8 o'clock. Tuesday of next week, which is going to be July
July
5th.
5th.
We're going to be there live?
We won't be there live because Tuesdays is usually table talk. I'm going to try to do hopefully the following week. Maybe though, we'll see.
Table
We'll see what
talk
happens.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Who'd you have on?
Yeah.
Was the mayor? The mayor
Yeah,
was on
mayor.
there.
Oh,
Dearborn.
man.
Dearborn.
Shout out,
Yeah,
shout out.
shout out.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that. But I want to make predictions. Right now. So, Team Hamada against T-Bosh. I kind of have a feeling where you're going with this, Hamada. So, what do you think?
Don't ask him conflict of interest. Don't ask him or him. It's conflict of interest.
I just want to hear what his how the game go. I guess.
Hey, whether it's a grind, a blowout, whichever way it goes, I'm not going to give you a score, but we're going to get the W.
There you go, Moti. I'm gonna go with you now. What are your thoughts on the situation?
Yeah, I won't disrespect the other team and say it's gonna be a blowout. I think it's gonna be a great game. I think it's gonna be a grind game.
We are covering the spread.
What is it? -4?
4.5.
Oh, 100% we're covering the spread.
What
See what I'm saying?
So by 5, by 5,
You see what I'm
by
saying?
5, it's not a blowout.
That's their coach, man. What do you want him to say?
Nah, but as far as Kalman Hussein, I'm not gonna lie, man. Hassan's a dog, by the way, for sure. Like he's
Big
a very,
time.
he's a very good player. I like Camel, man. Camel got them boys playing. Camel's a good leader.
He's high IQ.
Don't forget
Yeah.
the coaching staff.
Oh yeah, Peeps. Oh yeah, Billy Buckets, Asadi.
It's a good matchup.
You know.
No, it's a good matchup on both sides. You got Langston, you got Hussein, who are two big guys, and Jamil and Mo Mary. You got
telling you,
Mosey,
it's good.
one of the most underrated
Mosey's
defensive
very
players in the
Motor,
league.
non-stop motor.
Okay, I mean, you're gonna have.
They got Taste here.
That's what I'm just saying. You're gonna have. It's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good game.
Taste here actually has a captain that knows how to use him
But
now.
I'm just saying it's gonna be a good game because those bigs have to shut down those bigs. Langston's not really a. Yeah, another shot.
If they slow down Hussein, they got a chance.
Yeah.
So who you got winning that game? You didn't give us that prediction.
Man, I
Billy.
can't. Listen,
Yeah, you can.
there's more interest. Hussein my cousin.
Okay.
Oh,
and
shit.
Camel is like my legend. You know what I mean? So
what's
I
it
can't
got-
even.
Why? What's that? I go against my cousins all
I
the
can't.
time.
It's a toss up.
It really that game.
It's a toss-up.
That game could be probably the best game on the
No,
slate.
no, I agree,
by
I agree,
far.
no, I agree, I
Like
agree.
just I think the matchup.
Is that the prime time game? What time is that game?
I don't know.
We're still working out. We're choosing
No,
7 or 8.
we're the whatchamacallit, we're the most viewed team.
So what time is that game?
8 o'clock.
8
8 o'clock. Oh, that game will be
I
good.
wish.
It's gonna be hilarious. We'll see. We'll see about
Shout out to
how we'll
Faddis.
make it
Hey,
happen.
what's the over and under on Faddis?
For his
He's
points?
getting over 5 points
They
his
said-
average.
I thought it was 3.
There's a
No,
lot.
it's five.
There's a lot of
Five.
talk. There's a lot of talk that
He's
you
the
don't-
biggest talker.
There's a lot of talk that you don't like Faddis because he's a better quarterback than you.
Yeah, he starts everything.
I heard he's a better
He
quarterback.
always hypes. Don't hype up Mo Faddis. You seen what happened last time? There's footage.
The whole Al clan came after Faddis.
Oh, mashallah, mashallah.
What do you got, AB? What's your prediction?
Yeah, what's your AP? I mean, what's your AP? What's your prediction?
Okay, let me shock the world. If Billy Buckets took the Seven Dwarves to the finals, here's a little
Don't
twist
do
for
it.
you, Hamada. Here's a little twist for you.
They don't have Billy Buckets though.
Hamada, you guys are gonna grind. Agil might walk into this game a little too confident. Faddis might have to snap off on somebody. I'm taking Hamada in the points.
Points or the win?
Hamada in the points. I'm taking you to win.
Alright.
I'm taking you to advance to the finals to finally
What about
see-
Kamala Hussein
That was
Badani?
left field. I'm like, that was left field. Did you expect that?
How you take that in the points?
Because he's a smart man.
No,
So-
it don't make sense. How you take Hamed in the points?
I'm just messing around.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking Hamada.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm taking Hamada to win the game. And if I was the better, I'd take Hamada in the
You
points.
know, we're live, so this is.
I'm taking Hamada to win the game.
And he's at the camera.
He's
so.
convinced me that Mo Bricks will not be called Mo Bricks anymore.
Yeah.
It's going to be called Mo Showtime.
People in the
Playoff Mo.
Playoff Mo. They're calling it
Playoff
playoff
Mo.
Mo,
All
right?
right, I'm going to see playoff Mo.
So playoff Mo.
Munir, I've heard from Billy Buckets. Munir coming out to do what Munir did to take Billy to the championship.
So it's Team Kamada versus Team Kamada. That's your prediction?
Ah, that's a tough one. But Hamada wants Kamal bad.
Big time.
And I'm thinking if Mo played well this last game, if Jamil can finally just get it going the way he really needs to, and they can turn into a big inside, Mofid's balling out, Ice is doing his thing. I'll say Kamal. I'll call it like an overtime game, and I really think it's going to be a close game. I really think, but I think Kamal's basketball IQ, his willingness to win, he'll probably pull it off.
Billy, what's your prediction?
First game, them versus Moti versus Bosch. I think they're gonna lose by 8 points. I'm calling out Bosch to get 30 and 20 that game. I'm calling you out, Bosch.
Hey,
I'm gonna be honest with
not
you.
checking.
He's one of those people that I wouldn't even want to, like, you know,
I'm calling
get on his bad side
out
for the
Big
game.
Bosch to get 30 and 20 and to go crazy. I think that if they had a big guy that was good, they'd be the favorites, but they don't. They're too small. They can't mess with Bosch.
You hear that, Nader?
They can't leave him open. You can't guard Bosch. There's no way. I'm going with Bosch plus 8 or 10 easily.
It's not guarded.
I mean, we beat him.
You whatever.
Hey, we beat him.
It
Why would
was
you
a
guys be
fluke win, man.
surprised?
It was a fluke. You ever hear of flukies? That was a fluke.
I'm not going to give you some advice. Quit saying that you beat them.
I'm just saying.
Because you're putting in your own head that you beat them. You need to go into that like you're climbing a mountain. Not that you've already been
We
to
are.
the top of that mountain. You need to tell yourself you need to get to the top of that mountain.
No, yeah, we got rough
Stop
riders.
saying you kept beating them.
Team
We got
Kamal,
Rough
Team Kamal versus Team Badani. Obviously, I'm the assistant coach, but I will tell you that Team Kamal is taking this very seriously, and we play as a team. We play as a team. If you guys watch yesterday's game, you'll see every facet of the game. Every position was, alhamdulillah, was like a well-oiled machine, and we're ready. Hassan Badani's a great player. He's a great scorer. He's big and strong and quick. He can get to the rim. You got Matt Langston. You got Mosey, who's very underrated. You got T-Mac, who's finally playing.
He's not finally doing anything. Stop, T-Mac. If you're watching this, you ain't doing nothing, man. I see your stats. I'm watching you. You're still waiting for the ball.
All right. Anyways, I think Kamada's team is going to win by 5+ easily.
All right, so
He's 5+ easily.
wow.
That's respect.
Obed chimed in, said, "What up, Mohamed? That time about Mo Water with the wet drip emoji. You know, Mo Water, is that
That's a high school thing.
a high school thing?" All right, then he said, "Billy's a Southern legend, and so is Abee." All right, so they're giving you guys
Obed,
shout outs. Obed, yes.
The biggest motor I've ever seen in my life. No hell.
All right, with that said,
Both sides. Al-Hailin.
Who?
Obed.
Really?
Baseball
Congratulations!
sides.
By the way, he just graduated as an engineer.
I love him.
Oh,
congratulations, Mabruk, Obed. Definitely
He
a
does
shout
not
out.
strike me as that person.
7 a.m., dude.
Are we talking about
7?
Obed?
7
Obed?
a.m.
Hey, 7, 11, 12.
1, 2, 3. I'm telling you, Mo
Well,
La'i.
that's probably how he gets a lot of things done, mashallah.
We'll talk off camera.
Definitely, whatever.
Peace,
So,
peace.
yeah, we'll definitely talk about that.
Peace.
Want to give a shout out to our second sponsor of today, which is Give to Gain. Give to Gain is a non-profit organization that sponsors orphans in Yemen. 100% of all their donations goes to the less fortunate. They want to make sure that they give a shout out to those that do donate. They appreciate all of you. Why Yemen? It's the largest humanitarian crisis in aid operation. 5 million people are at risk of famine. 15 million people need water or sanitation support. So if you're looking to donate, their Venmo is at Give #2 Gain, Zelle 313-445-8638, and their Cash App is the money symbol Give #2 Gain. Shout out to Rico and everyone else over there at Give to Gain. Now it goes to the conversation that we want to address about. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. I felt like with the older generation and the younger generation, we can kind of touch on this a little bit more now. Is there something going on where you feel like that?
No.
Well,
Nothing too serious.
there's some
serious.
people
that you need to address that.
There's some people that have reached out and talked about these young cats. You got guys.
Who are you referring to by young
Okay,
cats?
but these
Say the names.
the under
30?
under 35
Okay,
guys. Under
because
35 guys.
some people, Moti's about to get into
I'll
the
give you-
under 18 cats. Those guys. We ain't
Mo
talking about-
T is a legend and fits into any category he decides to fit into. Let me just put that out there. If
Hey,
anybody's got a problem with that, 3431 Houston Street, Dearborn, come see me.
Oh!
Coach, I got you. Hey, Coach,
There you
you
go.
were in my respect. I mean, for
Appreciate it.
season
Appreciate
upon
it.
season,
Appreciate it.
I watched you take over. Season 1, there was some turmoil between that championship squad. I had the opportunity of getting some information that maybe I shouldn't have gotten. It was pretty bad to come back to win the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He talked Ayala into coming back. I heard about it. Don't worry about it.
Yes, sir.
And they played their hearts out. They won
Yeah.
that championship.
Shouts out to Moti.
Shout out to Moti.
No,
But go
that's-
ahead. What were you saying though? That
Well, okay, I'm gonna give you an example.
By the way,
For
guys,
two-
that
for-
noise is from phones. I mean, we might have to probably
For 2 weeks, you were going at, for an example, of Maher Salama,
That's
right?
my boy.
I know that's your boy, but you went at him for 2 weeks. The young cat going after the older generation, like we ain't still got it no more. What do you come out? He dropped 14 and 8 on you.
Career high.
It's got nothing to do with career. See, that's what I mean, though.
I'm shouting him out. Why does it sound condescending when I say it?
But why is
Balled
it?
out.
But why is it a career high? Can I say
That was his career high.
Well, my career high? What in the
Season
30 and
high,
over?
season
That's
high.
a season,
Season
high.
high. Season high, yeah.
That's a season high.
Maybe career
I
high.
still-
Don't disrespect Marcel.
I still think Maher beats him in a 3-point shootout.
Wow.
I'm just saying, but this is my point though. These are the guys that pay.
He got
the way.
something against the young guys.
No, I got nothing to do
He got
with it.
something.
Just pay homage. Pay homage to us. Guys like you, okay, let's put it realistically, okay? Because there's guys I have to pay homage to. I wouldn't have been able to do what I did when I went through high school or growing up or being where I'm at right now here today if it wasn't for them older guys who set them stones up for
Did
us.
I not shout out Camel?
Yeah,
Well,
No, I'm not saying you
guy,
Camel the
one
same
guy.
age, bro.
Camel's
No,
he also mentioned you guys are legends in their
Well,
as well.
no, I know, appreciate that. And he's putting it on tape right now because he's got no choice to.
No.
I'm going back to like where this real started. It started in the chat.
Yeah.
And some of these older guys, they feel like some of these younger guys just aren't showing them the
So,
respect.
what do you want from him? Is that's what I want to know.
Just want him. I just want him to understand that it is okay. It is not a sign of weakness to come out and pay homage to the guys who paved the way.
I
for
respect all the legends.
You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
knows I respect all the legends. There's no young versus old, none of that. It's just a storyline this year.
I mean,
AB made it a storyline.
Sells tickets.
I respect
That's
it.
AB.
I mean,
Shout out to AB.
I was brought out to the chat to sell tickets.
Shout out to AB. We appreciate you, AB. You got any thoughts on this conversation?
Oh,
I mean, listen. End of the day, this is what we could do. We can get a 35 and older's best against a 30 and older's best and see who wins.
That's a tough one, though.
Man, they gonna whoop y'all.
Man, be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet.
If we allow them to run their the way they run, yeah, you're absolutely
Hey.
right.
I allow a great game.
I'm not.
Be a great game.
Me, Camel, Bosch,
Oh,
Hussein.
We couldn't slay the goal.
It's over.
Come on.
Hey, I think that'll be a
Come
great
on,
game,
baby.
and I think that would be actually something.
Me,
that should
Camel,
be good.
Bosch, Hussein, and then give us like whoever you want as the fifth.
Hey, listen. It's gonna be.
You guys were
Listen
just
to
trying to
me,
point out
man.
five?
Listen to me, man. It's gonna be Sufi. Listen, it's gonna be Sufi. It's gonna be AB. It's gonna be Matia. It's gonna be myself, and then insert
Shout
anybody
out.
else there.
Nabil Abdullah, Khalid Jani.
Who's gonna guard on your
A lot
team?
of good players.
Who's gonna guard Abe on your team?
Terrible.
Hey, listen, man. I love all you guys the same, but everybody's
You guys
100
got
pounds
size.
lighter than me and about 100 times less weak.
Put Bosch on you.
Who?
Bosch.
I love you, Bosh. You're the man.
Come on.
He can't guard me. I can't guard him. There's no way.
I'm saying it's a good matchup.
Yeah,
That's
he can't guard me. I
He's a
can't
big
guard him.
body.
I
That's
can't guard him.
insane.
He's too quick, but he can't guard me either.
He's strong.
Put it on the table. Set it up, baby.
He's strong.
Set it up.
Strong.
He just said that.
Set
on
it
the
up.
tape.
Hey,
Mad
Set that up.
Set it up.
Respect. Like
Set
this
it up.
is
Set it up.
over and
Do
over.
it for
Set it up. Even if we lose, we win. Even if we lose, we win. You know why?
You see what I'm saying?
Even if we lose, we win. You know
just
why?
admitted you've lost to Sonny before one-on-one. And I'm not knocking you, Sonny. You know I love you. You're my guy. But
That wasn't a
Do you
serious.
think we're gonna let you guys run? We're gonna slow it down, Habibi.
We got Camel. He has the highest IQ. Come on now.
Listen,
You're talking to Camel's
How old is
coach.
Camel, by the way?
34.
Okay.
hold on. You guys do realize we play with only one basketball, right?
Yep.
You realize it's one basketball
I know.
between you,
We got this
Bosh,
bad rep that we're.
Camel. Which one of you guys are willing, at your age and talent,
Listen,
right this second?
I'll
Which one
wait.
of
You think
guys
Camel's
are
gonna let you
willing
take
to go?
35 shots?
I'll be waving the towel on the bench and not take one shot, and we'll still smack you guys.
I think it's gonna be a great game. I think we should definitely make this happen. Any thoughts on this whole
Hey,
situation?
you down?
Old, young, do you have any comments?
down.
Man, let me tell y'all something, man.
Hey, for charity? I'm down.
Yeah, 100%.
That'll be nice.
Ahmad, I'm not gonna lie to you. This season has been so exciting.
Oh, we're gonna take Omar Abdullah. I
Um,
forgot that.
a
He's
lot
35 and
of, a
older.
lot of ups and downs.
But he's not playing.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs. Just makes me wanna get back to basketball soon, inshallah.
How far
Allah
are
Shafiq,
you?
Allah
away
Shafiq.
from college feet?
Probably September, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Obed is saying Sonny is a G, and then shout out to my son Ali for game-winning shots. I'm something. Just giving him a shout out, I guess. I don't know. He's giving him a shout out. That is a career high because I didn't guard him whole game. So there's a bunch of comments. Dave Farber said put some respect on Obed's name. I rock
Dave's
with
our
him.
point guard. That's our point
David
guard.
Farber, yeah, Dave Farber would be our problem.
know.
Oh, wait, you guys got Yusuf too.
Yusuf who?
Joe.
Joe who?
He's over 35, so Joe.
Joe who?
No, Josie Yemen.
Joe
The
Bazzi?
guy that's in the league this
Joe
year.
Bazzi?
Oh,
He's 35 and older.
Yeah, Joe.
Him,
Yeah,
Omar.
but
I take it back. It'll be a
you
good
can't-
game.
You can't sit there and say that we got Joe, but we won't let him play in our 35.
No, 7 guys, 7 off 7, 2 on the bench.
They got good
That's how you
ballers
do it.
actually.
7 on 7. I mean, they probably need a couple more on the
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna throw a curveball at their league. We're gonna do a half court only.
No, listen, Nabil
Yeah.
Abdullah came and played one game.
He scored 25.
Under Coach Moti in a Gil spot.
Dropped 25.
And dropped 25 on
He's
this
a
league
baller.
and left.
There you
He's
go.
41 years old.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, Nabil
I'm
is-
just saying we'll
Nabil is
win.
very good.
I'm
But
not saying-
speaking of Nabil, so we had a funny moment yesterday. We were
yeah.
talking about the Hamtramck versus Dearborn game. And, Mayor Abdullah Hamoud, wanted to, and when I told him I was going to, take this clip, he made it loud and clear. First of all, gave it, threw Nabil under the bus, saying that he was Hamtramck's star, which was very hilarious. And then, which I did not expect, curveball came out of nowhere and called out Billy. And I'm in my head, because I didn't want to get into too much detail, because, obviously it's not a sports show, it's a whole different show. But I'm like, why is he calling out Billy? And Billy didn't play.
Did he call you out because you're the one that brought this to his attention?
No, I think he called him out because I later then saw a video circulating of Billy
blocking Mayor Hamoud's shot.
That's right.
And then like kind of letting him know that he blocked his shot, even though it was pretty obvious because he smacked it. So, Billy, what are your thoughts? Him telling you that you got to go out, leave Dearborn and go to Dearborn.
Yeah, I mean, it was a funny comment. It's cute, just like Abdullah Hamoud is cute, He little does he know that I actually moved out of Dearborn 4 months ago. I went to Canton. I wake up now, my car's in his driveway. My basement is dry. My steering wheel is intact. Alhamdulillah. And here's a shout out to Abdullah Hamoud. I want you to pick anybody in the 18 and older league, doesn't matter who they are, you and them versus me and Nabil. The money is going to go to charity. That charity money is going to help decrease Dearborn's taxes, because I know
He's actually on point with that part, by the way. I've got to give him a shout out. He's starting.
He's doing a great job.
Yes.
I'm just making fun.
Yeah.
But Abdullah, listen to me clearly. Me and Nabil versus anybody you want from the league for charity. All right?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I gotta send him this quote.
Hold on. This is for Nabil Abdullah. He can't be here right now to say this. So Nabil's quote, and then I'll unquote, is, it would have to be a 3-on-2 because there's no way Abdullah Hamoud can guard Nabil without having help defense.
Oh!
Unquote. Unquote. I'm sorry. I had to make sure unquote. That's not me. That's coming from Nabil Abdullah. He said that he voted for you. He respects you. He likes what happened, but everybody has a bad game.
Yeah.
But
definitely, I think it'll be a great game. I think they beat Billy, but he's gonna have to get somebody big because obviously you got Billy.
Listen, man. 2-1 to Abdullah. We're calling you out. Me and Nabil. You pick anybody from the league. Don't go out and get Yusuf Khayyat, the 18-year-old Michigan kid. Nobody like that. Choose somebody from the league. Anybody you want. Pick your poison. Me and Nabil versus you and whoever you want.
He needs
There you go.
big.
Yeah, definitely.
Money goes to charity.
Yeah, that is.
Maybe you can fix some problems.
Here we go. I'm down for 30 versus 35. Said Sonny. Definitely would be.
Abee's captain chiming in. What did he say, Sonny? Say it again.
It's my captain. I should have listened to him.
All right. With that said, believe it or not, L.O.L. league conversation. Are we done with it? I think we pretty much covered it all.
We good?
Yeah, we good. Any final words? If not, obviously you could say it whenever. Because now we're gonna move into the professional sports. The Detroit sports. That is starting off with the Tigers. Not much to say.
They just won. They got an alert. They won 3-2.
They won 3-2.
The Giants, good team.
I know, and they've won back-to-back series now. I think, right? Is that they beat the Giants?
No, this is game 2 against the Giants.
Yeah, they still have one more.
Okay, so one more.
They opened up last night, and it was a close game. Was it 4-3?
Yeah, they ended up coming
Miguel had RBI single in the 8th or whatnot to pull them within 1.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys though. Tigers very disappointing.
Very
disappointing.
They're the worst team as a team effort with team home runs. Javier Baez, I'm sorry, just not panning out for the big signing.
Villa, yes or no? Gone.
I can't. The second they put him in the spot for Dave Dombrowski, I wanted him gone.
Yeah.
He stinks. Riley Green though, dark horse, American League MVP or American League Rookie of the Year.
Really?
I really feel like because he got hurt, but he's coming back. I really feel like that kid's a stud, and that kid's gonna you're gonna see it. I think Torkelson will start playing a lot better now that he's got that dude he's been with, in AAA. It's more of a comfort feeling,
Yeah.
Think about taking you and putting you somewhere else with guys you don't know.
Yeah.
You start to learn, having some comfort there. So those two guys, I mean, we're still a couple. We're not like the Pistons. The Pistons making moves right now, trying to do some good shit, but excuse my language, pardon my French. The Tigers tried to make these moves, and it's just not working. I mean, AJ Hinch pulled a miracle last summer, went on that great win streak, but why is it every other team is doing well and we continue?
Teams have went through their losing phase and now got out of it. The Tigers are still kind of like.
I mean, we had don't get me wrong, from 2006 to about 2013. Okay, we were
up there.
We had a 7-year stretch where we had opportunities, went to 2 different World Series. Like we had our opportunities. ALCS went to the championship series and playoff team for how many years? The fact that we couldn't finish, and now we're just gonna we're gonna sit there and we're just gonna keep drafting number 1.
Yeah.
And baseball drafts are a little different.
Yeah.
He's really hit or miss.
Yeah, it is definitely. You got any comments on the Tigers? You want to say anything about the Tigers other than?
They're just down bad right now.
Yeah, they're definitely. Moti, any comment? Moti, have you changed your mind about Villa yet or no?
I mean, listen, when a team is losing, change has to be made. But there's still 3 months left in the season, so
So what are you praying for? 500 season?
Yes. I mean,
That'll make
that's what we said.
but that'll make everything better.
It would definitely make me happier because the last year there were, I think, 10 games under 500.
Yeah, with the
So,
hot
so
streak
it's just
in
an
the league,
improvement,
yeah.
just an improvement. And then going back to Baez was never the man on any team.
No,
he was
you're
on.
right. He wasn't, and he got paid
So
like he was.
I mean, $25 million a year for a shortstop. I mean, guys are making $35 million a year now.
And
You know
Carlos
what I'm saying?
Carrera wanted to be here. He wanted to play the AJ Hinch.
Yeah.
He put on his Twitter or whatever about the Tigers, and we decided that we were gonna go ahead and scoop up Baez like we were gonna get them both. Like,
We can still get him, you know that, because he got opt out of his contract and then signed.
oh yeah, I know, but it, you know.
So yeah, but overall, of course, disappointing because a lot of injuries. AB, like what do you expect them to do? It's a lot of injuries, guys. Like it's not like they were fully healthy and they suck. A lot of injuries, man. Starting pitchers, Austin Meadows are still out. Believe it or not. You know what I'm saying?
But again, I mean, what's the team had?
Yeah, you're right, man.
I don't know if this is a correct stat or not. It's something I probably want to look up. But I think Aaron Judge has more home runs than the whole Tigers team.
No, it ain't like
I
that.
mean, it's almost like that, though.
The two players of the Yankees got more than us.
Oh, that makes it better.
Yeah, Judge and somebody else got more than the whole team of the Tigers.
Yeah, but Judge, okay, so that means Judge is like 5 home runs shy of what the Tigers total is.
Yeah, it's definitely not good.
And I'm not saying home runs are everything. Home runs are not everything.
Broken.
But like half of our team are batting mid 100s.
Yeah, they're it's not looking good for the Tigers.
200s. Terrible.
How about Lions? What are your comments on any updates on the Lions? You know, I'm excited for them. Training camp starts next month as well.
We get excited every year,
Yeah.
and then we get let down every year.
What do you
Saying my cousin's a huge Lions fan. I always tell him every year, don't get your hopes up.
What do you feel about Dan Campbell as a coach?
You know, the rah-rah, the spirit, but
Like
the X and O's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. I forgot one thing. I really forgot one thing. Shout out to Ali Badani for hitting the game-winning shot.
That's nephew.
Hatim's nephew. What's your name again? I'm just joking. Hamad's nephew. That's Obad's son, right?
Yes, sir.
Obad's son.
That's what he was talking about. He said,
Yeah, really, I forgot. Yeah, I promised him I was going to mention it. He had a huge game-winning shot. You want to explain it real quick?
Yeah, so he's my nephew. They played SummerSlam, which is like the most legendary tournament.
Yeah.
We all played in it growing up. I won a lot.
How would that
I
feel?
won a lot of them.
Did you? I was asking the same
But,
question. They said they didn't know if you won it.
Ali Abad's son had a game winner. It was just fun to see the young guys.
That
You know
was,
how they say,
that
they
was
say-
elementary school level?
Yep.
They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Hey, so
Unless the tree's on a hill, right? Because Obad's not, he's not athletic at
hey,
all.
you guys got two old beds in the south end, bro?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking about two different
Oh
guys.
my
Badani.
God. You thought we were talking about the commissioner, Obad?
Yeah.
Man, you said Khazib al-Hadid.
No, he's Zach Morris. That's Zach Morris, Obad. That's like, he's like the equivalent of Zach Morris.
Alright, well, Lions, looking forward to them. Multi, got any comment about the Lions?
Yeah, man,
What's really going on
Yeah,
there?
I'm excited. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like every year, I'm a big Detroit fan, all sports. So even when they disappoint, I say, yo, wait till next year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How long you been doing that for?
A long time.
Except that one year when they had Sue and
Oh yeah.
we got robbed in Dallas.
We was talking shit in that year for sure, but
That was a good team.
But I feel like this roster is different, man. There's something about them. You know what I'm saying? The great coaches to me. You know, even though the head coach is not all the way there X and O's. You know what I'm saying? As much as we think, as far as experience, he has coaching staff around him. That are
How
about
much
to
games you got him winning?
Oh,
I said 7 at least.
I said 10-7.
I said 7 and 10.
10-7?
Yeah, I'm like 7 and 10.
I said 3.
Our record is not this.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's okay. I mean,
I'm excited for the Lions to
our opponents.
A bad team?
I mean, yeah, I'm excited for the Lions to get another top 5 pick.
Don't you feel like they always?
Yeah, really.
No, I'm being serious though. You know,
Because
it's a great draft.
Oh, hold on, time out though. Your 10-7 is I think a homer pick. You know, and what I mean by homer just being that home team guy and you really want it and being
I didn't
kind
say
of
15-2.
I didn't say that. 10-7 is still up.
10-7 for the Lions.
So 7 and 10. Let me ask you a question though, as a real fan. What does 7 and 10 do for you though? It knocks you out of the top 5.
Yes.
It knocks you out of getting a premier another player to where you know you're rebuilding this year. A real fan would be like, listen, I've already suffered since the 1950s. We have 0 playoff wins. No, we have 1 playoff win, right? They won one in the 90s. They beat Dallas and then lost to the Redskins who ended up winning the Super Bowl. My point is, like, we have no Super Bowl. We have, in the last whatever years, we have no playoff wins and X1. As a real fan, I'd be praying for, hey, let's win a game or two. Let's get another top 1-2 pick here and really, really rebuild, especially with this quarterback class coming out. Because if Goff can prove himself, then we're still on this building. I mean, we just recruited, we just drafted Jameson Williams, who we know is not going to play half the year. So we're already looking into the future.
Right, I'm surprised he said 10 wins, knowing all that.
Well,
I know, but listen, man, the fans, like you said, has been waiting. They finally put a product on the field that we think is, good enough to win some games. Why do you want to keep losing?
Who?
It's not that we want to keep losing, it's just that they're going to lose.
It's DeAndre Swift.
Who's the DeAndre Swift to me is the top 5 fantasy running back.
But this is my point. Who are we excited to put on the field? DeAndre Swift. Who else?
I mean,
defensively, Aiden Hutchinson and the newly rebuilt defense, which, we can, they play together. Yeah, future. Who else? DJ Chark?
Yeah.
Jameson, when he gets out there.
TJ Hawkinson, who's
not
supposed to be this stud.
He was hurt last year.
He's not bad, but
he's not bad.
I don't want the Lions to get 7 wins because we're going to be in that 15 to 18 pick range, which is going to be very awkward.
I feel like 11 to 15.
Yeah, 11 to 15, around there. So, I don't want them to get 7 wins. I just think it's probably going to happen, if not maybe more, because of our schedule. I know it's hard to predict teams, that a lot of differences happens.
Don't they always just do the opposite of what you want them to do? Like, you want them to lose, they lose to who they're supposed to beat.
Yeah.
It seems like that every year. They beat one team that they're not supposed to beat.
The Lions could have won a couple more games last year.
That's what I'm saying.
To that. So, they never gave up on the city, so we're proud of that. We're proud of the team and what the culture that Dan Campbell's putting in, just to represent us. To represent us as Detroit fans.
Hey, guys, one more thing before we move on. We had the game versus Baltimore.
Yep.
We had the game versus Minnesota.
That's right.
Right? And we also had one other game. It was very close.
There was another very close game.
It could have went our way, right?
Yeah.
So that's 3 more wins.
It's very tied, too.
Yeah.
Every year, man.
So that's 3 more wins on top of the win total we had. We'd have been talking about a whole different player.
But that's how they are every year.
That's what we're talking about. So they lose the number 2 pick. They win those 3 extra games. They go to the number 6, 7, or 8 pick. You just lost 5. Who went in that 6, 7, and 8 pick that we really could have jumped all over? That could have been game changing, like Aiden Hutchinson.
Thank God, alhamdulillah, we got the number 2.
Right.
But this is my point. Yeah. This is what happened. I get what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. They played really tough last year, man. They didn't quit. They never quit. They played their butts off, and they continued to show that they're pro athletes. Unfortunately, there's some pro athletes that take it as a job, and it is what it is, and go to the bench, and I'm not going to get hurt for this, and I'm not getting paid. No, man. They came out and represented what Detroit stands for.
Yeah.
Okay?
For sure. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think it's going to be an interesting season. I just want to say this right quick. Obed Baghdadi said, laughed at LMAO to Billy and said, shout out to Umar for great content you put out, no problem, sir. And then he said, Billy, don't know, they called me Reggie Miller, LMAO.
That's true. He was a shooter.
Yeah.
Just like his son Ali.
There you go.
Miller time.
Well, let me tell you this right quick. We're going to move now the conversation to the Detroit Pistons because that is something that has kind of been happening this last week. We had a draft. We got a couple moves that they're doing. First of all, Jaden Ivey, are you guys as excited as I am with Jaden Ivey joining the team? Billy, I don't know, you haven't said anything much. I'm going to start off with you. Jaden Ivey joining the team, are you excited about that?
Very excited. Great player, They stole him. I don't know how the hell they got him. Shout out to the Knicks for helping us again.
Yeah.
Just amazing talent. And then they got Jalen Duren, 6'11" monster. I'm very excited. I think they're going to be very, very good. And they just got Alec Burks and Nerlens Noel. Adds a lot of depth to the backcourt. I think they should try to ship and get rid of Killian Hayes. He hasn't really proven anything to me yet.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
I'm sure that they're going to
What are they going to do with Kemba Walker's contract?
They're going to buy it out.
Buy it out and just release him.
I actually think they should use him, though. He's still got some gas in the tank. They showed it in New York.
They gotta let the young guys go.
Thibodeau?
Who we talking about?
Whatever, the coach he was with
Yeah.
in New York. You're right there, but he can mentor them and show them the right
He's a
ways to
good
play.
No,
That's
so
how
Sometimes it's good to have a veteran out there.
Yeah.
it is.
See that how they always disrespect the veterans? Man?
I'm just saying they need to.
Let the young guys play.
First of all, I'm a big Kemba Walker fan, but
Me too.
listen, they made all in all, it's so crazy the moves that they with New York specifically. So they got Kemba, Jalen Duren, right? They got the 2nd round pick. And then you can add in now Alec.
I forgot about Alec Burks.
Alec
You don't
Burks.
need him anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
for nothing.
Nerlens Noel, and then they got their second round pick back.
because of all the salary cap
And
space.
they also
we
got
had.
$6 million to pretty much pay for Kemba Walker's pretty much contract, which is $8 million. So realistically, like I love what Troy Weaver is doing.
He's doing some good work.
Yeah, he's doing some great moves.
Finally, it feels like the Pistons are finally.
Moving forward, I feel like the Lions and
Making
Pistons
good
are moving
decisions.
together. By the way,
Yeah,
but
we
before
talked about this.
Yeah, we did talk about this, and I just think that Troy Weaver, what he's doing, the best part about it is these guys are only like 1 year deals. So like it's prove it to me deals. If not, you know, you could go.
One and done.
Yeah, we don't have to, like, next year we're going to be back as one of the top teams with money. And it's a huge free agency class next year coming out. Like, you know, LeBron's a free agent, Kevin Durant's a free agent, all these guys. I know I'm just throwing
I know what you're saying.
big name people are free agents.
But
So,
see, we talked about this last time I was here. We talked about it and we were excited about. No, we weren't excited. We felt like we got screwed over on the lottery.
Yeah.
We definitely. I know you were upset.
Hussein.
Hussein was upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a couple people upset. And I know we all said, who do we want? We were talking about a couple different guys. I really liked Ivy. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, I really liked that. But we didn't think that this was going to happen.
No,
We didn't see this happening. We didn't see grabbing, sign and trade here with whatchamacallit with the Knicks at 13. And we didn't see, I mean, the rest of our draft was pretty good, too. Got that shooting guard out of Italy. And then, the center from France, young kid, you develop him or whatever. And then what just happened today?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we didn't see that. Talking a couple weeks ago,
Your guys are legends. I gotta get going. I love you guys.
Yep.
And Hamada, good luck losing next week.
All right, Billy. Thank you, Billy. We appreciate it. Moti, what do you think about the Pistons moves, man?
Yeah, man, great moves. Troy Weaver did his thing.
buckets.
All right, Billy, take it easy, man.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Moti.
Troy Weaver, definitely did his thing with drafting and the trades.
a bit more.
Me personally, all right, man, take it
That's
easy.
not
Me personally, I would have liked if they went after Miles Bridges. I thought he would fit our team better.
Max,
with the young guys.
Max money.
No, we can't sign a max. Only Charlotte could give.
He
max.
wants a max though.
Yeah, or big money.
No, I would have given
Max.
I would have given 4 for 100. You know what I'm saying? 25 a year. I think he's worth it.
But
I think he'll get more somewhere else.
But that would be the thing.
Oh.
That would he have been willing to take less money to play here?
He's a good.
I
young
mean,
piece.
we don't know, but like I said, young.
Yeah, Michigan State guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a good young piece.
I
I'm
think
just
so.
saying he's expensive, but he's a great young piece.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlotte can't pay for him.
They're gonna find a way. They
Charlotte
said.
don't have money.
They're gonna find a way.
Well,
The
they do, they
owner
want
said
the
like
most,
we're
yeah.
keeping Miles Bridges. That's what he ended up saying.
Him and LaMelo got some great chemistry.
Yeah, Bill. Bradley Bill just declined his option. Harden just declined his option.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that later.
Yeah. So it's like I really wanted another star. I didn't want Aiden anymore because of the great draft they had with drafting Durant. But yeah, man, I wanted them to add one more piece, man, like a star.
Well, they still got the salary space for it. I mean, who would, if you had to pick? I know I'm doing your thing right
No,
now.
it's okay.
asking
No,
questions.
it's fine.
But if you had to pick, and I might even ask you, how many times do people ask you a question? I'd like to hear your pick. If you guys had to pick right now, out of the top free agents you're talking about, and finding someone to fit the piece of that puzzle, I mean, who would you want to see?
No one. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather keep the money. I'll do a sign and trade, get some picks. Somebody wants to give up a nice little veteran that still can play. I heard we might go after Victor Oladipo. I think that's solid. A nice little player that you
He's
can
a
get.
good locker room
Yeah,
guy too.
good locker room guy, role player. He gonna get. You know what you gonna get from Victor Oladipo, right? So
Especially after the injuries.
And so again, small 1-2 year contracts. You can give up these guys. You can add them as trade pieces because they only have that 1 year, 2 years on them. Not give them too much money. Save that money for next year. Next year you got a whole bunch of money. These young fellas are another year under their belt. When you go after a big target, the expectation from the city is we expect to win.
Yeah,
Win now. When you do that, now when we're doing what we're doing, our expectation kind of is gonna be laid back a little
Yeah,
bit.
let's see
We're
if
gonna
we
let
can
them grow.
let's see if we can make it.
Let's let them grow.
Listen, make the top 10 seeds. Let's do a play-in game. Let's see what we can.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
No pressure from the city because
You know
they're
what
paying them.
vibe I'm getting? Even though who knows if we'll ever reach these heights, but the Golden State Warriors, Draymond through the draft, Curry through the draft, Klay Thompson through the draft, all young, all around the same age, and they grew together in a team. You don't need a huge free agent every time.
Well, yeah, even with Boston.
Sometimes
use that same example with Boston. Tatum,
Smart, Brown,
Brown,
Smart.
They all came up together.
Robert Williams.
Yeah.
And
So I feel like they're doing that kind of thing.
Yeah, they are.
Building through the draft.
And that's the right way to do
That's
it.
the best
and
way
to
to
be
do
honest
it.
with you, that's the only way a Pistons team can really do it, other than getting guys that overperform. Like, when have the Pistons ever gotten a big name free agents?
That panned out.
Yeah, we traded for Rasheed Wallace. You know, that was a trade. Other than that, like
he did his thing. We brought us a championship. Should have brought us 2 or more. But
Chauncey Billups was not a big name. He just
No,
ended up playing big
no,
for us.
yep,
you know what I'm
yep,
saying?
yep.
So it's like, when have the Pistons done that? So this is our success
Hey
formula.
guys, Blake Griffin made third team All NBA.
Trade.
And it took us to the playoffs.
Trade though.
Oh,
Another trade. Yeah, we never really
But
signed.
this all feels much bigger than that.
Oh,
You know, than
100%.
that Blake Griffin.
Hey,
It's
but
a
you
young
guys-
core.
Yeah, you guys talking about playing, man. I think we have to make the playoffs this year, man.
But why though? Because
I'm willing to be
listen,
patient with this.
Yeah,
stuff.
because we didn't
For the
really
first
go
time.
after anybody. We just got some nice little veterans and
Well,
then
hold on,
young.
hold on.
But it's good to have that expectation.
Okay. Name starting 5. Name the Pistons
right
starting
now?
5. Yeah. Tell me the team that should make the playoffs.
It's gonna be Stewart Bagley.
Hopefully we
Cade,
get Bagley back, but we're trying to.
Cade, Bay,
And Ivy.
and Ivy.
And you're telling me those 5 guys. I'm not saying that it's just the 5 guys.
No,
I'm saying the team.
Yeah, and that's why, in my opinion, you know,
Young guys, first year guys, second year guys. You again, I feel like it's got to be more of a build.
man, that's why I said sign a star player.
No, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. But you
No.
said you don't want. We're talking about maybe getting into the play-in instead of saying we got to be what the 6th.
I just-
seed's not a play-in, right?
Yeah,
No.
I'm a big fan of Dwayne Casey. I feel like if he don't get it done this year, he's gone.
Yeah, I think so too.
So for the sake of Dwayne Casey, I mean,
They need a coach that can develop young players. I think
they're
that's
going
what
young.
they need right now.
NBA is going young. NBA is going to these young guys, man. And
I'm just saying they need a
development.
development kind
Yeah,
of coach.
like Flip Saunders was a development.
Like if you've
coach.
seen Mark Jackson, he developed those guys, and then Steve Kerr came.
Yeah.
We need a Mark Jackson type who could develop young players.
You like Juwan Howard,
No.
bro?
Do you think he'd go to the NBA?
100% he's going to NBA. I guarantee you, after these couple of years he coaches son, he's going to NBA. He's gone.
I mean, I could see him wanting to be in the NBA.
Yeah.
I'm thinking right now, wouldn't you think he'd be trying to build more of a legacy at Michigan since?
I think
wouldn't
he
just
loves.
got there.
I think he loves his Michigan job.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna.
I mean,
Harbaugh
it's all
loves
about-
Michigan too, but Harbaugh would jump too.
Harbaugh's ready to jump.
He would jump.
Harbaugh's ready to jump.
Harbaugh, you guys, anybody that's a Michigan fan I would hope you'd pray for Harbaugh to jump.
No.
He ain't done nothing.
Stop.
Oh my God, stop.
We had this
man.
conversation. I don't want to get into it, but I promise you, that's what I was trying to tell him too. Like, I don't know what but he ended up winning the Big Ten title and got to the playoffs. So now it's like I can't argue with them for this whole year. But we'll be back next year. We'll be back.
1 year?
Trust me,
It
I
doesn't matter. It
tried.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He
I
did
tried.
that. He did that.
Yeah, but Tito.
So he's won one big game?
Listen, I'm a state guy. We want Harbaugh to stay. Put it like that. All right.
Absolutely
Yeah,
you do.
we enjoy Jim Harbaugh and
I
Michigan.
absolutely do. You guys own him. He's the little brother.
Yeah, and then the Buckeyes do too. But they talked.
They finally
they
beat the
lost,
Buckeyes.
and so we can't say nothing for this year. So I'm
They
gonna stay quiet.
the weather came and they slowed down the Buckeyes. I don't know what to tell you. Get rid of Harbaugh. Go spend the night at the
They
brother's
can't though.
house.
If you really think about it, Michigan can't get rid of Harbaugh. They can't get rid of him.
Big
Like
name.
this is a big name, and
Big name.
he's a Michigan man. They can't get rid
I
of
don't
him.
It's
see
just
it.
how it is, man.
Maybe because I'm an
Business,
outsider. I
business.
really am an outsider to being like the Michigan. I don't see it being a big name. Get rid of him.
Okay.
Is there no other Michigan guy that you guys can bring in that's got anything?
Better than him? I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, State already signed the guy. 10 years, $100 million.
Mel Tucker, man, he's been making moves.
Mel Tucker is going to be
10 years, $100 million.
Mel
He's worth every
Tucker.
penny, Moti.
Mel Tucker.
Do you know-
Mel Tucker is going to be Michigan's daddy for a long time.
Yeah, he's been getting some big recruits, man, coming in. And
That
it's
I
crazy.
watched him
Stepdaddy.
firsthand. No,
Stepdaddy.
Yeah. I watched him become Miami's daddy last year when I went to the game. That dude's old school.
Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna say a funny line because this is pretty kind of serious, and it's the Deshawn Watson situation. Deshaun Watson, they haven't officially came up with anything yet, but in all seriousness, I really do want to know. I want to hear from different opinions. I'm gonna start with you, Mohamed. What should be his suspension for this year? Because right now, it's only really 4 cases left where he didn't become. Those other 20, you can say it's an accusation. Nothing came out of it, right? Because whatever
Did they
happened
settle?
happened. Yeah, there's 20 of them. I think 20 out of 20.
If he settled, isn't settling like almost admitting?
No, it's
Maybe
not.
sometimes
Settling
just
is
to get him out of the way.
Yeah, just get it out of the way. So you can't really judge him for those 20. So there's 4 more left. that can, obviously still push in and cause problems. So at the end of the day, Deshawn Watson suspension, what do you feel like should happen in this situation?
It just feels like I've never seen anything like this before. First 24 cases, you would think his career's over, done.
Lifetime ban.
But even with 4 cases, who knows what's... You just got to wait and see what happens with those 4 cases. But 1 year automatic, I think that's just going to happen.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. They designed his contract for him to be suspended.
That's crazy, by the way, if you think about it. And
I mean,
that should
damn.
that kind of sets a message, and he's the most guaranteed money. Like the guy that has 24 cases up, the most guaranteed money ever in NFL history.
That's crazy.
And it's after the first year. Like, he pretty much made it, like him and his obviously agent was like, this is what we need.
He hasn't even played.
If you want us to come.
Cleveland signed him. He hasn't played a single down, knowing that he's got all this issue and
he's very talented, but man, those cases are scary, and I'm surprised he got that guaranteed money like that with all those cases. I never seen nothing like 24. I never seen nothing like that.
A lot of people were too happy about it.
Cleveland flipped the coin, man.
They did.
And
yeah,
they're thirsty, man. They're thirsty.
Listen, Calvin Ridley got suspended for a full year over $1,500.
He was gambling though.
$1,500.
And he wasn't playing.
P. Rose got a lifetime ban for gambling.
Oh, that's baseball.
Gambling's big.
Which I mean, let me ask you a question. It's real quick. Do you feel like Pete Rose that should be lifted right now?
100%.
Thank you.
100%.
Here's the thing,
I
though.
think that's too. Going too far.
He's one of the greatest baseball players
Yes.
to play the game. He's amazing. But for $1,500 gambling, this guy got a 1 year.
They gotta set a precedent.
We're talking about sexual assault.
He's
We're talking about sexual assault and all
That's
that
true.
other stuff. I mean, the NFL really's got to be like, they really got to think about how they're going to handle this, just on the fact of what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah.
If someone else does something.
there's a lot of people that are talking that saying he did do it, and then there's a lot of people saying they just want money. That's why 20 cases went away. So you just never know, man.
Yeah,
This time,
Watch
you
out.
never know what's going on.
That's tough.
I would never, if I was a professional, I would never have a lady masseuse. Just why? Why even bother?
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Yeah. I mean, me as a Muslim, I would not have a lady masseuse. So, Deshaun Watson, I think he already set up for a year. So give him another year. You know what I'm saying? Like Hamed just said, they signed that contract knowing that he's going to be out for a year. And that's what I think the issue is right now is the NFL is proposing more than a year, and Cleveland's coming back, or the Players Association is coming back saying, no, he already sat out a year. Now it's basically going to be a 2-year ban. And that's what I think they're fighting, because he's for sure out a year.
I don't think so, man. I think there's a report coming
Less?
up 6 to 8 games.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He sat out a year, though.
That's the argument.
But didn't wasn't there something that came out about that the NFL is not going to punish him any further than something due to what? There was something I
think it's
skimmed
between
over.
6 to 8 and then a year. I don't think it's more than a year. I think that's the
A lot of
argument.
drama.
I know, but he sat out a year already, so they have to count that into consideration.
But it has nothing to do with the cases, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not part of the punishment.
It was his injury, right?
Did he get paid? Did he get paid the year?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He showed up, and the reason he showed up was to get paid. See, they didn't know if he was going to show up to training camp last year and did all that stuff, and he showed up, and I think he was a healthy scratch every game or something like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, Houston couldn't play him.
I drafted him,
with the
remember?
elbow.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do with Baker now?
He's gonna
Seattle.
Yeah, he's
Seattle's waiting.
I think somebody leaked out. A Seattle person leaked out that they were selling Baker Mayfield jerseys.
Yeah, on their official website.
They have Baker Mayfield jerseys. And they said that might be in a leak right there. That there's some talks happening.
I mean, yeah, Cleveland, you can't hold the guy. You really can't. You drafted him number 1. He tried to perform. You guys put weapons around him. Whatever happened in Cleveland, which I don't understand. You guys got 2 great running backs, and you guys just wanted to throw the ball all the time. Stupid. Then you signed Njoku to one of the highest paid tight ends in the league, and this guy hasn't done anything.
Do you know out of college he was a freaking monster?
Yeah.
Joku?
Oh, you already know. Yeah. He was a monster.
Big Miami guy, huh?
Absolutely.
They were so fun to watch.
They're going to be back. Keep your eye on it.
Hatem just said younger guys were just surprised the older guys needed that much attention. Billy, stop. I love you, but stop. I want to watch 35 versus 30. Somebody is sponsoring that matchup for sure. 35 versus 30.
But you get what I'm saying? Do you see it now just reading the comments? Like, all these younger cats think we're attacking. I'm not attacking you. I want to see you guys do good. Like, okay, let's throw a shout out right now. Mabruk. I like on that 30 for 30, 30 under 30. I'm about getting shot.
Mabruk,
Doing your thing,
Mabruk.
man. Super proud
Oh yeah,
of you.
nice.
Everybody's super proud of you.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Now that's a young cat. I mean, we're not hating on him. We want to lift him up. We want to bring him up.
Thank
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There ain't nobody putting nobody down here. Every comment you've read so far that's taking your side on this, Hamada, because you are a legend to them. You know, you're the leader. You're the captain. Everybody's taking it like we're attacking. No, man, just show a little love, because when you guys were the little ones sitting on the grass watching us play at Lapeer, we were giving you guys opportunities when it slowed down to come play with us.
AB, if you're in the group, like, for example, me and Faddis went back and forth.
I saw a little bit.
He shoots shots. Like, I didn't even pay attention to Faddis, but he shoots shots. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you just going to sit and be quiet for them when they talk? They're talking, we're talking.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just basketball.
No, yeah,
It's not about
absolutely.
their-
Oh, absolutely.
You know, Faddis is one of the biggest trash talkers. I love him.
I love Faddis.
Yeah, I love going back and
me,
forth
Me and
with
Faddis have had a rivalry since we were
He's
kids.
slick.
We were one of the
Slick.
two at my age group. We'll say 99, class of 99. They say class of like 2002. Let's say those couple.
I mean, but what do you do when they talk?
We're the two.
What do you do when they talk? You just be quiet, and then if you say something, they say, "Oh, the younger people."
No,
Yeah,
no, that's not how we came up, though. I'm
That's
not
how it is.
stop, though.
I ain't
That's
gonna lie
not
though,
how we
as
came
a
up.
younger person, it does feel like that sometimes.
No,
You
it
know?
is. It is
I
like
feel
that,
like
it
you
is
stay
like that.
quiet, you stay quiet.
I'm older than you.
Yeah, and then as soon as you say something,
No, but that's not how it went down, though, to bring this to today's table. That's not how it went down.
yeah.
That's not how it went down. Hamada was just putting down a lot of older guys. He was putting them down. He talking about, he was, you can't run up and down the court or X, Y, and Z. He was.
I mean,
he
we're talking trash,
He
man.
was.
It was part of the game.
And he was, and no problem. And what happened is, and a lot of people don't get this from me. I love trash talking. I do. I don't take anything personal. I
I
don't
love
care
it
what
too.
anybody says. So if anybody ever took anything I said in the chat personal, I do apologize. That's not the intent. But
But you don't apologize. at the same time.
words are powerless unless you give them power. You understand what I'm saying? Hamada can say something to me right now, anything. Like back in the day, what was the whole thing? Why'd you fight him? Oh, he said your mama. I'm just
So
saying.
funny how you used to trigger.
Nah,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
mama, that's
Your
it.
mama.
Nah,
But
your
here's the
mama
point.
crossed the
Here's the
line,
point. Hamada can say it to me and I laugh it off. You can say it to me, I might have an issue with it. If I have an issue with this, because I have an issue with you.
Yeah.
Not with what you said. You understand what I'm saying? Words have no power unless you give power to them.
Great point. Great
Am I
point.
wrong?
No, definitely
Right.
true.
I learned
Your
that's what I
mama
grew
is
up with.
tough. Your mama is tough.
Yeah, sticks and stones. Listen, man, I'm dark right now. I grew up very light-skinned Palestinian kid in a dominantly Yemeni neighborhood. Okay, Salina. Okay, first, second, third grade. I got beat up and I looked like a white boy. I really did though. I had light hair and everything. I come home every day and I started fighting a lot. My mom looks at me, my mom and my dad. I said, listen, sticks and stones will break your bones. Words and names will never hurt you. Why you want to let people say something to you? Someone puts their hands on you, put your hand down, put your hand
For
back.
sure.
Yeah.
If my father got I'm telling you, man, my dad, he said, I don't care what they say. They can say X, and my dad got real grimy. He goes, why are you going to let any of that bother you? And that's what I try to teach other people and myself. Like, bro, don't let those things get to you. You know what I'm saying? Words are powerless. Sorry.
I don't know nothing. I just want to say that we do. I want to give a shout out, of course, to the people who've done it before us and everybody else. I do
sure.
appreciate that.
For sure.
I'm sure Hamada definitely feels the same way.
Absolutely.
You guys definitely paved the way, and I'm happy that you brought up the fact of bringing the young ones to like games, and then that's what it was for me with Tony. Moti as well, and my Uncle Nash. I remember Tony. He used to always bring me to the games, and I used to be the guy on the sideline hoping that there's an odd number so that I could get scooped up, and even though I'll obviously check the person that's
I used to
the
go to
weak, so-
Lapeer and wait,
Yeah.
watching Camel and them playing, just hoping, man.
Yeah, there's an odd number.
Hopefully
Not-
today there's
not-
9 instead of
Or
10.
someone says, yeah, come on, hey, we'll take the young, and we're supposed to, and you're
Hopefully
supposed
somebody
to,
get hurt.
and now you're supposed to with the 18-year-olds. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's got to continue in our neighborhoods, whether it's Dearborn, whether it's Hamtramck, wherever. That's got to continue. We cannot let that tradition die.
Yeah.
You really
Shout
can't.
out to the South End. I see the boys every time I come to the access. I see the kids in the playground. That's Lapeer open.
And then also shout out So I have a store in Farmington. All my workers are from Hamtramck.
Real.
For real?
They're the best.
Good workers.
Hamtramck.
I was gonna say that. Good workers.
Listen, not even just good workers. I don't hire people if they're fast. I hire them on attitude, never on skill, because the skill will come with time. They have the greatest attitude. The Hamtramck kids. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. There you
but
go.
they're not hooping though.
Yeah.
You guys are not hooping.
It's because they're working.
That's
Yeah.
true.
They put in what's
That's
important
true.
there, and
That's
they get
true.
the opportunity, you know. But like you said, when you go to Access, you know what I'm saying? You see them kids hooping, them young kids. You know, some of these, get an older cat to just walk up and be like, hey guys, all right, if they see something different, show them this, stop them, show them form, get them to do just something, you know what I mean? Just keep passing that knowledge down when you get the opportunity. And if the kid might not want to hear it, because he might be like a Hamada one of these days that, listen, I already got it, I know it all, you can't help me out. Sorry, I love this Mo Sufi look. Shout out to Mo Sufi.
Yeah.
Started
Your
the
team-
trend.
Your team got knocked out, but it is what
Mo
it is.
Sufi's a level A, like him and Fat Trash Talkers.
Oh, yeah.
He's level. I love
But
him back.
in person. Like, you don't talk a lot in the
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
He's always a busy man.
Definitely. So we're giving shout outs. I give the last shout out to the sponsor, BC Adhesives, gold sponsor from Franklin, Wisconsin. You can go to BC Adhesives for all of your industrial adhesives needs. They do food packaging, book binding, product assembly, and many other industrial services. So if you are in need of adhesives for your business or having trouble with your current adhesives application, you can contact them by phone 1-888-679-9825 or by website www.bcadhesives.com. Shout out to Matt, Terry, Ed, and Jake. Our last topic today is NBA free agency. So basically, I'm going to call out a name, and you guys predict where you think they're going to go. And then you can talk about anybody if you do want to talk about anybody. So let's start off with Miles Bridges. Staying in Charlotte, going somewhere. I'm going to start off with you, Mohamed.
I think he's staying there.
Staying in
Staying there
Charlotte.
with LaMelo, yep.
All right, Mark Moti.
I mean, you changed my mind, but I'm gonna say Detroit still.
Okay.
I wish.
You know what? I haven't really been keeping up on free agents like that, and I really wouldn't know where landing destinations we could go for some of these free agents.
Yeah,
So,
I think he might stay in Charlotte too. And then they said Indiana might be a dark horse as well, but I don't think the Pistons are going to probably get him anymore because of even money situation. I think they said we only have like $16 million to play with now after making those moves. So that's Miles Bridges. How about DeAndre Ayton though? This is an interesting one. Where do you think DeAndre Ayton is going to go?
It is very tricky. But I'm gonna say San Antonio.
Okay.
That's a good pick.
We can just jump in right into, DeAndre Ayton. Where do you
Are they
think?
trying to weren't they waiting to see somebody give them offer? Like, weren't they waiting for the Pistons when the Pistons were interested? They were going to see what the offer was, and then they have to, July 8th before the free agency or something like that? The market opens to match.
Yeah.
So isn't Phoenix, in a way, maybe looking to keep them if they're willing to keep
Yeah,
them?
but they can't max him though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So right now, Aiden's the only way.
They kind of
Aiden
fell
will go-
off. They kind of fell off at the end of the season.
If Aiden was to go, he's got to go if someone offers him his max or whatnot, because I know Phoenix is looking to match up to 30 years, something like that, right?
He had an issue with his coach too.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm
it's
saying.
a problem
When relationships sour,
there. For sure.
and the locker room is messed up, especially after that devastating loss they had.
Yeah.
Well, Pop likes those power forwards, so San
Yeah.
Antonio's interesting.
Yeah. San Antonio's a good one. What do you think?
Same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah.
San
If-
Antonio?
or he just stays, but they gotta fix that relationship.
Yeah, they were saying Brooklyn's a dark horse team for DeAndre Ayton as well. Because of, I guess Kyrie did re-sign. This is before Kyrie re-signed, so that's a lot of money. A lot of money going to Kyrie Irving
About
for
that
sure.
drama with Kyrie.
Yeah. Man, he became Muslim and then, it was like...
he's my dude, man. He's a
For
baller.
sure.
Yeah, he
They
is.
just shrank versus Boston. It was
sure.
hard to watch.
Yeah. I had Brooklyn beating Boston. I thought they were going to...
I think I was the only one that picked Boston in that series when we were here.
Yeah. Bradley Beal, he declined his option, so he's official. I mean, I think he's number one free agent. Bradley Beal,
Who's like top
They
teams
were
looking
talking-
for him?
Miami.
Philly,
Miami.
Miami. Philly's up there though too. I can see Philly, man. I can see Philly because of the next guy, James Harden, declined his option, which was another $47 million, to take less money so that they can get another big name free agent.
Miami needs a scorer, man.
They
Yeah,
do.
Beal, I'm telling you, I remember
need
when
a
they
shooter.
talked about Beal when the season ended, Miami got knocked out, they talked about
Him
they're
going.
really trying to lower him there,
I would want to go to
Yeah.
Miami instead of Philly. They play hard. Man.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nicer. And no taxes out there,
The
but
Philly,
and it's warmer, but
Philly fans.
he'll fit right in.
Philly fans boo Santa Claus.
Yeah.
They're a tough fan base.
Yeah.
tough
So you got, y'all both got Miami. What you got, Moti?
I mean, if Miami dumps some contracts, which I think that's what they're willing to or wanting to
Well,
do.
Tyler Hero wants to
You
go
know,
be a starter somewhere. So
Yeah,
that might be
exactly.
somebody
And then
there.
Hero wants to be a starter too. I'm pretty sure he don't want to come off the bench for the rest of his career. He want to get paid too.
And well, we're not predicting this
I like
trade.
Philly. I like Philly for him though.
You like Philly?
Yeah.
We're not predicting trades because obviously we can't really predict trades, but there's gonna be a couple moves I feel like still happening. Like, is Kevin Durant happy in Brooklyn still with Kyrie Irving? Like, that's a question that
I think once Kyrie stayed,
he's
I think
good to
Kevin
go.
Durant's staying.
Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening over there. But James Harden declined his option. I think they said that he's trying to work his deal.
He's trying to work to get
Philly.
less money to bring somebody else because he finally wants to win.
Yeah.
He's
Bro,
finally
he's
over.
such-
He's
yeah.
finally over just getting paid. Like, let's
But
win.
like, how do you shrink though?
Yeah.
Like I watched
I'm
James
not-
Harden in the playoffs. Like you finally want to win, but you don't do nothing like in the big moments.
I would never want to have a contract or a player like James Harden on my team anymore. I mean, obviously he was an MVP player, but now, bro,
Proof is in the pudding. Every
Yeah.
big moment,
yeah,
except
he-
that 1 year.
He
Well,
might.
every
they
single.
still missed. They lost. Was that the Houston year?
He might
was a
take
good
less
team.
money
Yeah.
but more years.
To even it up.
More actually. At the end of the day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yes.
Yeah, but it frees up money now.
Yes, exactly.
Frees up money
Exactly,
now. But
exactly.
yeah, but some of these guys are just getting old. We're not realizing that
Yeah.
as the years
Yeah,
pass
James
by.
Harden's
we're,
gonna be declining.
we're getting old. They're getting old. I
Yeah.
mean,
That's why I would stay away from him. And there was a solid big trade, I guess. DeJounte Murray, he was an
I
all-star
like
this
him,
year.
man. I like him.
I like him a lot. Like San Antonio, man, they have.
But with Young though, do you see that? I don't
Hold
think
on.
that's a great fit with Young.
Two
I
guard.
guess there's this new NBA coming on with 2.2 guard.
Hold on for that. Well, who's the trade?
So DeJounte Murray for Daniel Gallinari and 3 first-round picks.
Damn.
Yes.
Woo.
They see something that we don't
Oh yeah.
No,
Who's-
guys, let's pause for a
Who's
second.
my man from
First of all,
Dallas?
Atlanta is a
see. It's a
playoff
good
team.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're getting 3
Brunson.
20 picks,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
3.
I mean, a lot of first round picks don't even
Yeah,
pan out.
like, let's be
This
real
guy's
right
for
now.
sure. He's for sure.
You're getting an all-star.
I
think it's a
hate.
trade.
I hate that they traded Cam Reddish.
And believe it or not, he's getting tossed around too like
I
a
know,
joke.
man.
Like, I don't know what's going on.
He's
with
in
him.
New York right now, right?
Man, he's
He's
a
in New York. I
3D.
heard they're trying to let him go too.
They're trying to let him go, but that was such a nice core if they got DeJounte and they
guys
had
that-
Young and they have Cam
Hunter.
Reddish. They had a young core. I don't know what happened.
You talking about
They
the
fell
guy?
out.
Yeah, the guys that went to the Eastern Conference
Yeah.
championship 2 years ago.
Yeah. So was that a good? Do you like that trade for Atlanta or no? DeJounte Murray for Gallinari and 3 firsts.
I don't see the fit, man.
That's a lot. I think it's a lot.
How about you? You said you don't see the fit.
I mean, I love him as a player, but with Trey Young, he's dominant on the ball. DeJounte is not like the greatest 3-point shooter. He's a good shooter, so I don't see the fit.
See, Atlanta was trying to get Jeremy Grant, right? And the only reason why they wanted Jeremy Grant because they needed that second scorer to take the pressure off Trae Young.
That'll be a better fit.
Yeah, and I think with Murray, that's what they're aiming for. Another ball handler. Probably Trae Young is too much mileage, too much minutes on his body.
Yeah, they want to beat them up.
Yeah, so they got the protection.
He
by,
led the league. He led the league in total points and
Yeah.
assists. Trey
I
Young.
think teams like Atlanta, as much as I like the trade, they still don't have a vision. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
are you going after DeJounte Murray because he's available, or are you going after him because he fits? And that's the question I think. And I mean, personally, I think they got better having Murray on the team. But how much of a fit is it, and how much better do they get? Like, are they contenders? I don't think they are. I think they're a solid 6-7 seed, maybe. We'll see. Maybe a 5 seed
Yeah,
at
because
best.
they were in the play.
They
They were in the
should
play.
have kept Cam Reddish.
Yo,
Yeah.
NBA, I don't know if you guys know this, but NBA be throwing draft picks around like crazy.
Oh yeah, it's nothing like
Because
that.
a lot of first rounders don't pan out.
Yeah.
I'd rather have someone who's already proven than to maybe just see the potential of something that doesn't pan out.
No, I'm looking at it from the perspective of the money. So let's say you got three players making this crazy amount of money. You even out the roster with these rookies, role players.
Well, you see what they're doing. You see the second round of the
Cheap.
draft last
Still
week.
get minimum players on the
Second
team.
round of the draft. All those, this draft, like the team pick, but the rights were traded here, and there's a lot of small moves in the second round. And,
Watch out for the Clippers next year too.
Oh, yeah, that was a great pickup for them,
Yeah.
man. John Wall.
What's up with
He
this?
might
What's
start
up
over
with
Jackson.
Brunson, or what's his name? From
Jackson
from
was-
Yeah,
Dallas?
New York Knicks, man.
Is it the Knicks, or were they talking about? I thought was it
Wait,
was
wait.
it Knicks or the Philly or Philly?
What?
No, Jalen Brunson.
Jalen
It's not
Brunson,
official.
Knicks are doing Knicks
Yeah.
things. They're giving him a lot of money. But what is Dallas gonna do? They just went to the Western Conference Finals. They're losing Brunson.
Dallas is a
Hardaway's
weird
coming
team.
back.
Dallas is a weird
Hardaway.
team because they have a team that went to the Western Conference Finals and they just don't care about.
And
They added Christian Wood, which I think is a great pickup
that's a
for
good
them.
pickup.
But they're about to lose Brunson. I think it's pretty clear and obvious. He's gone.
It's just in Luka we trust kind of thing.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. Look into this, man. Like I love Luka. I think he doesn't want another alpha on the team.
Yeah. Some players don't.
Like if you see his body language, like you see
Need to
Brunson.
chill, AB.
Some players don't.
Hey, Mo's probably more alpha than me.
No, not.
I'm telling you, man, Luka, he gives me the vibes that like he wants to have the ball in his hands. And I'm not saying he wants to score every time.
But look what he did, though, and I think he might have every right to do
100%,
that.
100%. He has every
He doesn't
right.
want nobody else. He doesn't even want to think about somebody else like trying to share the spotlight.
Yes.
He wants, and that's how he thinks he plays best.
I don't know if it's a spotlight or
And
just
he
like you were
carried-
talking about the ball. He wants control of the ball. He wants control of everything.
He wants
Yeah.
He
control
doesn't want
of
somebody to
everything.
take that. But here's the thing, though, and I'm talking about in game. I'm not talking about outside of the game or personnel or whatever. I'm talking about in game. Like this guy took him, like you said, to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, bad dude.
Like he was dishing. He was getting into the paint.
He's
he's
so
shooting.
methodical.
But yeah, that's my point.
Man,
He
I never
did
seen
it.
nothing like
He
it.
made the choices. It's not like somebody was sitting there, dominant or I can't even think of the word, but wanting the ball.
Demanding.
Demanding. Thank you, demanding. Because, like you said, there's not that other ego on that team or that.
I think
that
Porzingis had a problem with it.
That's why
They
they
shipped
got.
him.
That's why they
Shipped
shipped him and they got
shipped
better.
him,
Because
like,
you would think those two guys would be good
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, I thought that was a great
I
fit.
thought that was
Yeah.
going to be good.
I thought it was gonna be a great fit, but we'll see. We'll see. I think Christian Wood is a good pickup for them. He's gonna be solid for them, and we'll see how that goes. But believe it or not, that's the last of my notes. Hamada, you're the one. It's your first time. Being here. Any final words you want to say? By the way, shout out to Amadia. Gave us the coffees. We got the cheesecakes we did not jump into. They look great. I don't know which ones y'all looking at. I'm looking at a couple of them.
I don't know if
Man,
they're
they
covered.
went after the strawberry one.
I don't know if they're covered.
Hey.
I just want to show it to
Oh,
the
okay.
camera.
What's that? What's that?
I wanna
right
show it
there?
to the camera.
That one was dangerous.
Oh, this is the cheesecake. Strawberry
Shout out to
cheesecake.
Allen Park. I actually stopped by Allen Park.
Allen Park one?
Yeah,
Okay.
Allen Park. They just opened
I'll
up.
take
They're
that
brand new. They're in the area.
Stop by a
We
couple
wanted
times.
to open Dearborn Heights. It's opening up soon. Hopefully in
Where
August.
at?
Target day. Ford Road and Gully, like around the
Oh,
Eagles.
shit.
Oh, that'd
I'm
be
right
nice.
there, I'm right
That'd
there,
be
man.
real
Yeah,
nice.
so we're trying to get closer to the community.
Hamido's.
Yeah, and then Chicago and Dallas hopefully soon as well.
Inshallah.
Oh, that's right.
Inshallah. That's nice, man. Inshallah.
And then
man.
Hatim's snooping around in Cali right now, so hopefully.
Yeah, I see. He's in Cali right now, so shout out to Hatim, and thank you again for these drinks and the desserts.
Oh, yeah.
AB.
My drink, I'm telling you, I'm wired now. I got softball after this. I don't know what I'm
Perfect.
doing. I'm wired. This
Should
was
kick it
fun.
out of the ballpark.
There you go. And then Moti, any final words before we shut this show down?
Yeah, man, I encourage everybody to come out on Tuesday, man. It's going to be a good game. Actually, a couple of good games, and, as long as, as much as we talk, shit with each other, I'm not going to lie to you. I got a lot of respect for these Dearborn guys, man. These guys are real good dudes. And that's what's more important is building relationships.
Yeah.
We might disagree, but at the end of the day, I shake their hand, they shake my hand, and it's respect.
I want to say one thing about that. Growing up, Dearborn and Hamtramck,
Facts.
and now more than ever, we're coming together. And
For
it's
sure.
just great to
For
see.
sure.
But see, I never realized that. Like, I left the South End so long ago. Only time I ever went to Hamtramck, we did Hamtramck because we played football. We
It was with Yemenis.
Yeah, no, about that. Hey, I'm as much a Yemeni as the rest of
More
you
than
guys.
us.
Don't even start that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying though.
Now
But-
we're doing a lot of stuff together now.
To me, this league, again, and I'll say this over and over every time I'm here, man, this league is one of the greatest things that happen, whether it's 18 and over,
Brought us together.
the 30 and over, and especially the 35 and over, man. To meet guys like Moti, Tony, shout out to Tony, I would have never known anything about you, but I look up to you and respect you for everything that you've done, through business and community.
Yeah.
JJ, my guy, Fujo, Mohamed, BMI Towing. I mean, you guys, I've seen guys reach out. I've seen guys treat other people like brothers, but oh my God, just to meet somebody brand new and to have them open their arms up and embrace you.
Nice seeing
Like they've
Hamtramck-
known you
Hamtramck and
forever. Like
Dearborn, yeah.
straight up, a lot of shout out to the Hamtramck guys, especially, and obviously Dearborn, we're Dearborn, But yeah, the coming together is amazing.
And it's what it should be, you know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
Like,
I'm
it's-
surprised it took so long.
Yeah, you know, but I'm happy, you know, it's sports, right?
We're
It's what
doing it
sports
now.
does.
Shout out
Hey,
to CRSD,
better late than
Khaled,
never.
and Obed who put this stuff together.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And by the way, Tuesday's game might come down to coaching.
Yeah.
Him and Adil, my coach, and might come down to that. So
Adil is a yeller.
keep an eye on that.
Adil is a yeller.
I respect Adil.
Adil pumps us up.
Adil
I
is a
agree.
yeller.
I agree. I respect Adil. I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
a coach. I'm still picking the upset.
I don't know,
I
man.
wanna see-
I don't know
I wanna
about AB. You gotta watch out for AB, man.
Chess.
You know, yes, that's
Chess,
exactly. You
not
gotta watch out for AB.
I'm
man.
picking the
It
upset.
feels like he
He
thinks
wants.
we're gonna lose.
You want-
In case we win, it doesn't backfire. on us.
You guys gotta
It's like
understand
that.
even that. You gotta understand something, man. I've been known to bring great out of some people. I can pump Fujo up, I think, better than anybody can. Fujo would have went winless. I pumped him up one game. He dropped 27 on my team. We went scoreless in the last 7 minutes. My point is, I'm done pumping him up. Let's see what him and his team can do. Cause I'm riding with them.
There you
I'm
go.
riding with playoff.
Shout out triple single fattest.
They're gonna make me try to move table talk to Wednesday just so we could move the fantasy guys to Tuesday.
I'm just saying. I think Fadas.
Come to the
Did
championship.
you see the sticker?
Championship game?
Did you see the sticker? The sticker Fadas flexing on Mosul
Yes,
after
yes.
he beat him
Yeah.
to go to the championship
Yeah.
just to lose the OT.
That's-
Be careful. You can be the next sticker.
Hey.
Nada.
Faris, we're not the team to like try to pump us up. Don't do that. And he's
Fadas-
doing that.
Fadas is a winner.
He's doing that, and then he's hiding behind Bosch. So
Ooh.
we'll see him when we see him.
Fattest, one day inshallah we'll get you on the show. I know he's gonna probably watch this and be like, man, he wants to say a lot. So Fattest,
He's a
inshallah.
slick talker too, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get him on. Shout out to AB, shout out to Billy, shout out to Mochi, shout out to Hamed. Thank you guys for being here today. Shout out to you guys that watched, commented. I'm sorry, I usually try to read off every comment, but it was a lot, and you know we had a lot going on here. Thank you guys for watching. Inshallah, I can't make a promise about next week maybe not being there, but inshallah for championship, you know if you make it there, we'll try to be there for that game. It'll be fun. But again, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back.